partners a generation back. Both their fathers played against each other back in the RFL, so I'm looking forward to those two boys going toe-to-toe today. So Fletcher Carroll and Brady Morton are two guys I'm looking forward to watching.
Yeah, Gussie, I'll go Will Unthank from the Albury Tigers. Been loving his kicking out from fullback, pretty daring and adventurous, and he's getting better each and every week. So Will Unthank for me. What about yourself?
I'm looking forward to watching. I think it'll be a really important game for Sam Dunson this afternoon. I think he's got the makings to potentially have a day out this afternoon where he'll be playing on, I think, Fletcher Hart. So I think he's got the makings to potentially have a big bag this afternoon. But I'm looking forward to watching one of my favourite players to call in the competition, Anthony Miles, the workhorse of the Albury Tigers. He's at the bottom of every pack. He gets the job done time after time. So I'm looking forward to watching those guys go to work. The pre-game show for Baker Motors, done and dusted on the other side of the break. The bounce of the ball on O&M Live, where you won't miss a thing.
A.T. Jones, your local...
We're clear.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Shaping lives through nursing? Building communities through community services? Maybe caring for animals through veterinary science? With GoTAFE by your side, you can make it happen. From agriculture, hospitality, health and wellbeing, trades and education, to hair and beauty or creative, learn real skills for real jobs and careers right now. With GoTAFE, you've got this. Search GoTAFE today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community. .0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Albury Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
Half price until half time is on in the locker room. Watch Friday night AFL footy action live on our big screen and get half price selected beers until half time. On now in the locker room at the SS&A.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
on 2AY.
Welcome back to the Albury Sports Ground. Albury versus Corowa, our O&M Live match of the day on 1494 2AY. In round 10, the split round. Only 2 games today across the SS&A, Ovens and Murray. Albury versus Corowa. Then on our sister station, 15663E North Albury. They are taking on the Myrtleford Alpine Saints. Gus McLeod's my name, joined by Luke Francis and Bob Jackson. Gents, who's kicking which way? Bobby?
Corowa have won the toss and they've decided to kick to the Botanical Gardens end of the Albury Sports Ground. So as teams disperse out into their positions, we've got Braden O'Hara starting in deep 50 for Albury, along with Matty Walker. And Elliot Powell's also down in the forward 50 for the Albury Tigers.
Who's on the 40-wing stat sheet, Bobby J?
I'm going to go with Jake Gaynor, Fletcher Carroll and Anthony Miles for the Albury Tigers, and Brady Morton, Jed Longmire and Joey Hansen for the Rutherglen Kangaroos.
I like it. Tips from you gentlemen, please.
Albury by 10 goals.
Luke Francis?
Tigers for me, Gussie. What about yourself?
Tigers for mine, but look for the Roos to be brave and gallant. A-grade oars and batteries. First term with Luke Francis.
Yeah, here we go, round 10. And Muller with a clear tap away. Anthony Miles after it quickly. Morton. And then Muller tried to retrieve the ball. And Morton goes again for the Roos. And the umpire will take it. In fact, it's Longmire at the bottom. So Morton with the first touch for the Roos. Morton with the second. The two blondies. There's Muller. Longmire. Short one to Morton. Then out wide to Jesse Johnson. They go to Nathan Dunstan. Heiner Hennessy's got him. And good, strong contest in the back. And the free kick's going to Jake Page. So the Tigers will go forward here towards the Hume Street end. Opening term on a day that's cleared up now. Bit of rain this morning. In goes Jake Page. Good contest down there. Bertram comes away for the Roos. Got it out the back to Taylor. And then Taylor with a lateral kick, and the mark is taken by Stephen Owen, the captain coach of the Roos.
Looks inboard. Longmire marks on the defensive point of the centre square. He goes by hand to Jason Marks. The Roos stream forward. Dunstan on the lead against Kelly. Kelly got a fist now. Fletcher Carroll for the Tigers. Feeds one back to Byrne. Across half back, the Albury Tigers hit a low Chisler. And it finds Braden O'Hara. Bob Jackson for the Newmarket Hotel. Braden O'Hara is a bit proppy during the week from all reports.
Yeah, he was very much in question right up until game time this morning, until the reserves started. So he's got the all clear to play.
Miles goes in forward. Hume Street end. Good contest down there. And there's Hansen getting it out. Good kick by Joe. Picking up Jesse Johnson. Johnson, 20-metre kick over the top to Brady Morton. So just right as centre wing on the clubroom side as the sun beams through now. Here's Brady wanting to retreat a little to Ryan Ayres, tall athletic player in the lineup today. His brother Jordan also playing. They work it around to Lavis. So just outside 50 Hume Street end broadcast side. Mack with the ball. Doesn't like what he sees on the broadcast side, so he goes back to Stephen Owen. He picks up Taylor again. So they're going back out of the clubroom side to Ryan Ayres. So they're picking up the 40-wing stats here, the Roos. Then to Morton. So that was nice. Brady's got it.
It started where it's gone back to about 30 seconds ago, Lukey.
That's it. Back with Brady, Gussie. So we're back for a take two.
Morton, long down the clubroom side wing. Coming in was Minogue and a spoil.
Just a matchup to look at, Gussie. Jacob Collins gone to Darcy Hope.
Lucas Collins?
Lucas Collins in the forward 50 for Corowa. Rutherglen's gone to Darcy Hope.
Good matchup. Two big bulls
yes.
Going head to head. So a boundary throw in front of the Peter Cross can bar here. Give that tap to Isaac Muller in the ruck. Got it down to Miles. Got the way in the nick of time as Gaynor kicks a torpedo punt long down the line. Coming off the back of the pack was Cameron. Ball spits forward now. Elliot Powell for the Albury Tigers. Kicks inside 50. Walker's the target. Spoiled by Hansen. Hansen in a foot race against Walker. Walker looks a bit proppy. Evades the Hansen tackle. Gets the ball back to Mayle. Mayle throws it on the boot, but the goalkeeper on the last line of defence is Ryan Ayres. He mops up and kicks a low Chisler. And he finds Johnson in the back pocket for the Albury Tigers. For the Rutherglen Roos, I should say, and feeds the ball back now to Ayres.
Yeah, Ayres getting his hands on the footy early. So no score in the opening turn. Gone close to 4 minutes for NZ. Here's Jordan Ayres, true half-back flank for the Corowa Rutherglen Roos. That kick was smothered by Max Byrne. Packer Got it to O'Hara. Nice one inside to Miles. Then on to Fletcher Carroll. And he gets John O'Mail. So they work it wide. Short ball to Jake Gaynor, who's very wide out. Hume Street End broadcast side. Outside 50 at the moment, Jake. So beyond his range. Squares went up to Anthony Miles. O'Hara, here we go. He'll wind up. Handballs over the top to Elliot Power. Swings around, beats one. Ducks back inside, gets on the left. Not the best of kicks, pretty ordinary in the end. Unthanked, nice tap to Jake Page. Back out to Duncan. And then they go in again, and a good mark is taken by McGrath. Yeah, another low ball and plays on to Jake Gaynor. So they finally find a shot closer to goal, Bobby.
That's 5 inside 50s to 0 already for the Albury Tigers. They're pounding away. Just need to be a bit cleaner going inside 50. And first time they've done that, they've got a shot on goal with Jake Gaynor about 40 metres out, 35 metres out.
Here he goes, Jake. Hume Street End. He pops it up, and that will make it. He likes it, Jake, and that's the first score on the Steel Line scoreboard. The Albury Tigers 6 lead the Roos 0. Ends at Albury time clock has gone.
Mickey Duncan, beautiful on the left foot, hit Jake Gaynor on the lead and didn't let him down. Beautiful finish.
Number change for the Albury Tigers. Looks like Ty Quaid is wearing number 50 instead of 24 as listed. Ty Quaid for the Albury Tigers. Mullo on the tap, fed the ball down to Elliot Powell. They go inside 50 to the Tigers. Walker on the half volley. Good pickup. Try to feed a handball. That man Quaid, he's the recipient. Goes back inboard. The Roos have numbers in defensive 50 support. Longmire applies a good tackle and will ball the footy up 40 metres from Tiger goal. So almost 6 minutes here on the NZ time clock. Dunstan got ragdolled by Muller. Umpire let it go. Top of the goal square. Walker. Good mark taken by Matt Walker, who's got the match up on Joe Hansen this afternoon, and Walker will have a set shot. Call it 15 metres out directly in front.
Joey's going to have his hands full today. He's going to be the centre of attention with Matty Walker going to be the vocal point in the forward 50 for Albury Tigers today. Strong one-on-one contest there, and Walks was far too strong there.
Yet to have a breakout game this year, Walker. He comes in from point-blank range, and the Tigers have two. And they look to get to him with a fair bit of support. Do the Albury Tigers. Matt Walker, he kicks his first and the Tigers second.
Say that he's due for a big one, and today could be that day. So Joey Hansen and Matt Walker is a match-up and a contest that we'll keep a close eye on throughout the day. But on the 40-wing stat sheets, we've got Jake Gaynor and Anthony Miles getting to work nice and early. They've got four touches each, and for the Corowa Footy Club, Brady Morton's got the four touches as well for 40 winks. Just his 14th goal for the season, Luke, for Matt Walker is a big key. He'd look to find himself hitting the scoreboard a bit more regularly. 7.5 minutes gone for NZ, and for McRae Motors, here's Luke Francis.
Yeah, Gussie, so the Tigers, their second goal within 90 seconds, and they're the only 2 goals of the game so far. There's Max Byrne taking the mark. Defensive 50 for the Tigers. Botanic Gardens end. Comes out towards Anthony Miles, who picks it up, and then comes to Mick Duncan. Here goes Duncan on a run. Tries to angle one back into Heiner Hennessy. Nice work from Ryan Ayres. And then Jansen tried to get one out. And the ball with Page over the top with it. Jansen goes again. And the umpire will take this. So just right as centre wing on the broadcast side. And the other broadcast game, of course, today on 15/663 is North Albury up against the Meadowford Saints. First 2 games of the split round in round 10. Look at that from Page. Heading in to the forward flank. And Quaid wants to set one down towards the goal square. Getting back is Steve Owen, and he takes the mark on the last line of defence in the goal square, Gus.
You mentioned around the grounds of Mr. Stowe's pool. Well, North Albury drew first blood. 7-0 against the Alpine Saints. As Corowa exit defensive 50. Good mark by Jesse Johnson between centre wing and half back for Corowa. Club room side, chips one over the top. Ball's being marked by Darcy Hope, who's worked his way up the ground, Bob.
It looks like he wants to get involved with the play, and for a high forward, a high influential player in Darcy Hope, he needs to push up the ground today to help his midfielders out.
He's found Isaac Muller, a turnover for the Albury Tigers. So the big man Isaac just drifted a kick behind the play there, intercepted, and now Albury have it with Michael Duncan at true centre half-back. They come out wide, Max Byrne across half-back for the Tigers, kicks a loopy one over the top, trying to find Fletcher Carroll. Got there with a slip-slide catch. True centre wing in front of our broadcast position. Puts Powell under the pump. Longmire for the Roos, intercepts. Tallarico back to Bertram. Bertram's kick was smothered by Max Byrne and will bring the ball back into play right in front of our broadcast position. The Tigers lead 2 straight 12 for the Roos, yet to score as we go to Bob Jackson for the Newmarket Hotel.
One thing I've noticed, boys, is there's a little bit of space across half-back from both sides. They're just giving up that free, easy ball across half-back, which has enabled them to be cleaner with the football.
Muller, nice ruck work trying to get Fletcher Carroll. Puts it out the back here to Gaynor. Under pressure from Ryan Ayres. Jake goes again on to Page. They combine the two Jakes, but the ball's gone out of bounds. So 12 plays nil here on the Steel Line scoreboard. Opening term, we've gone 9 minutes thanks to NZ. And the boundary umpire about to pitchfork this one back into play. Muller, so strong. Here's Bertram for the Roos. Gaynor brings him down. It's been good early, Jake, Bobby.
He has been good. One thing you did mention early doors, Gus, was young Ryan Ayres spending some time in the ruck. This is a great education for him to play against one of the best ruckmen in the competition in Big Isaac Muller.
Here goes Caleb Bertram. Didn't come off the boot well at all. Jordan Ayres has done an ankle in the meantime.
Oh, no.
Held without it. Roos get it. Here's Longmire. Blaze on. They get a forward entry down towards Darcy Hope versus Lucas Conlon. Ball's gone out of bounds in the pocket here at the Botanic Gardens end broadcast side. Now Jordan Ayres is leaving the ground and he doesn't look good at all, Bobby.
No, it looks like a teammate might have fallen on his ankle there in that last stoppage play. So we'll just keep an eye on that and hopefully Magic Spray comes out and fixes him.
So inside 50, Dunstan in front of Muller. Muller got the tap at the back of the contest. Working hard was Tallarico. Falls the way of Sam Dunstan, snaps across his body, and it's across the face for a minor score. So the Roos are on the ball with one behind. They trail by 11 points on the Steel Line scoreboard at the 11-minute mark here in the first term. Ben Kelly will kick in for the Albury Tigers at the Botanic Gardens end.
It was a nice effort from Sam Dunstan. Just didn't curl enough for him. Ben Kelly from the fullback position. Isaac Muller dropped a chest mark. And then a big, strong tackle applied. And then the ball plays on. Here's O'Hara. Out to Cameron. Good shepherd from Quaid, and Harry Cameron left foot into Walker. So will this be his day? Matt Walker, 1 on the board already, and he'll have a shot from 45 to 50 out at the Hume Street end here in the opening term. Bobby?
Is it just me or is it Jacob Gaynor everywhere? Is there more than one of him out there at the moment? He's everywhere. He's busy. It's almost as if he's decided to take up the challenge of steering his footy club back into finals contention.
Spent some time with Hawthorn, as we know. Matt Walker was a name recruit at the start of the year. Hasn't had the impact we thought he would, but right now he's shooting for his second, and he's just missed that one to the right, Matt. And through for one behind. So 1 goal, 1 for him. 13 plays 1 on the Steel Line scoreboard. The Tigers up here at the Albury Sports Ground. The NZ Albury time clock has gone over 12 minutes in the opening term.
Jansen at fullback links up with Joe Hansen. They come out wide. Longmire's the target. Good use of the body. That's a great mark from Longmire. It's an elite body and paint mark of the day, the one-handed juke at true centre wing. Longmire called to play on by the umpire, sends the ball in the Dunstan direction. Got a bit of assistance coming through from Conlon as the ball spilt out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. About 55 metres out from Roos goal. We'll go to Bob Jackson with some 40-wing stats.
40-wing stats. Joey Hansen's got the 3. Jed Longmire's got the 3. Brady Morton's got the 4 for the Corowa Footy Club. Jake Gaynor, 7. Fletcher Carroll with a 4. And also Anthony Miles with 5 for 40 wings.
Nice work from Gus McLeod. Almost need a harness there, hanging out the side of the commentary box. Down to the half-back flank. Taylor, brought down by Matt Walker. He's a fair way from home. The umpire will take a Gussie.
Just keep an eye on Hansen.
Oh, no.
He looks winded. And there's a free kick, Bob.
Yeah, that was soft by the umpire. I'm sorry, I'm not an umpire basher, but that was horrible.
So free kick going to Walker. Low driving ball, that's a beauty. Picking up McGrath inside 50 here. Hume Street end, so virtually in the pocket, broadcast side. Tough angle, Bobby. Would you back him in to have a shot?
There's no breeze to speak of, Luke, so he just got to aim inside the right goalpost, and natural swing will help him out here.
Handy player, Charlie. He's going to pop it up. Don't mind that effort. That's a beauty. Has he got it? That's the Sunjan goal of the day in the opening term to Charlie McGrath. So they got 3 early, the Tigers, and they lead 19-1 on the Steel Line scoreboard in the opening term. Entered Albury time clock has gone 14 minutes.
Beautiful kick of the footy there, Charlie McGrath. We've seen him work a lot of his hard work is obviously off half back and pushing forward, but to see him inside 50 and get a little bit of reward for his work, that was a fantastic finish. Just no breeze to speak of, so he could aim dead centre and he done the job. So inside 50s are a bit of a concern. It's 9-1 at the moment for the Albury Football Club, so I'd like to think that the Corowa side will tighten up through the middle.
Nathan Dunstan back in the ruck. Give that one to Muller. Ball at the back of the stoppage with Scott Jansen. Throws it on the boot, a high up and under. Minogue, front and centre for the Roos. Harry Cameron now for the Tigers comes through in support. Pinball's out the back. Ben Kelly gets the ball to Hayes, and now Harry Cameron for the Albury Tigers. On the left boot, Anthony Miles, the recipient of the kick. On to Unthank by hand. They move the ball long down the wing to Albury. Page the target, keeps it alive, but fumbles when support came from Ryan Ayres to see it across the boundary line for a boundary throw. And an update, Bob Jackson. Geordie Ayres down there is on the artificial massage table for the Roos, and he looks a bit iffy still.
Yeah, I just got the thumbs up or down, and he gave me the old wobble to say he's 50-50, but he's lined up to go back on. So we'll just we'll wait and see. He was actually in a hamstring stretch or rub there, so we'll wait and see.
Ball back into play on the club room side, the Hume Street end. And it looks like it's gone out of bounds again. Call for a throw, yeah. So this one's going to go to Ryan Ayres as he chips it very short to Jansen, then over the top to Brady Morton. Bit of a hospital pass, that one. Unthank was coming at him. The handball away. Here goes Bailey Minogue with a long ball down centre wing. Lucas Conlon came over the top. There's Ben Kelly, feeds it off to Gaynor. Inside they go to Miles, and Miles gets an entry here for the Tigers. Beautiful kick to Walker. He should have marked that, dropped it. Fletcher Carroll spits one out the side. Here's Young for the Roos.
Take it high.
Okay, good call, Gussie, and it's going to the Roos in defensive 50, Hume Street end.
So Sam Dunstan had a 3-on-1 to contend with there. Corowa getting a lot of the football, Bob. They're just not looking after their forwards further down the line.
Their clearance work is pretty good. They're breaking even with the clearances, so there's no issues along with that. It's just breaking, you're right, breaking down across half forward. They just need to either split the contest or win the contest at half forward, and they're back in the game.
Albury's half back line is really standing up here. Mail goes by hand, intercepted by Tom Young. Brady Morton for the Tigers kicks out of bounds on the full as he was tackled by McGrath. So it'll be a free kick to Albury here. Michael Duncan will be the recipient. Or in fact, it might be John O'Mail, the man from Mangapla.
He's got nice hair, hasn't he?
Yeah, nice head of hair. Very jealous of that. Mail on the left boot, opens the corridor. Good vision. Finds Fletcher Hart. He's a kick inside 50 away and opts to switch the ball out wide. Page for the Tigers. Inside 50. Walker the target. Good mitts. Really good mitts from Big Walker. Umpire's caught into play, and he's going to run into the open goal here, and Walker kicks his second, and the Tigers fourth. So they're looking after Big Walks today with some good delivery, and he will make you pay when you put it on a silver platter for him like that, Bobby J.
That was fantastic play. The start of the play was right here in front of the commentary box with the left footer kicking into the middle. There's 3 left foot kicks in a row. So whether that's young Mail to young Fletcher Hart across to Jacob Page, which transferred the footy right across the width of the ground, which opened up the fat side of the 50 for Matty Walker to run into and take an easy lead, mark on the lead, and Johnny on the spot just flicked out the back and played on and kicked a nice goal. So the control of the football by the Albury Tigers is something that's standing out a little bit more today. So they're really taking care of the possession of the footy, and in turn is giving them results on the board.
Mr. Stove's Pool Worlds around the grounds. North Albury kicking away. They lead 4-2-26 to the Tricolours, 2 straights. And on the scoreboard, Lockie Murphy-Dale as well as Blake Coleman on debut, the former Brisbane star, making an instant impact for the Saints.
Yeah, and back here at the Albury Sports Ground, the Albury Tigers have 4 goals within the first 17 minutes of the game. Here we go again. Powell fighting away at the bottom. Quickly on the boot, rushing it forward. Miles gets his hands on it, turns around, goes to straighten up. He might be gone. Here he is. So try to take them on. Good decision by the umpire.
Brock Mild.
Yeah, he'll take the kick, Gussie, at the Hume Street end.
On debut today, look.
Good on him. Here he goes, Brock. It's a good kick to Stephen Owen. Out wide to Young. Oh, good effort. just off his chest, and it's gone out of bounds here, right of centre wing. Bobby, are we taking the inside 50 marks for the game?
Yes, currently Albury 6 inside 50 marks to Corowa's 1 for 40 winks.
Dunstan took it out of the ruck and threw it on the boot. Kick was smothered. Minogue got some work to do, got there first. But the Tigers have numbers in support. Mail was 1. Looks like Muller's resting forward now as he goes inside 50. Ryan Ayres mops up and he finds Longmire for the Roos. So Longmire will pick up another 40 winks disposal. Looks an exciting matchup on Elliot Powell. Longmire's called to play on, goes short. Nice little worm burner. He finds Jake Nicholson into the side for his debut today, former Billabong Crows captain. Called to play on and kicks long down the line to a big contest. Hope flew in, got the spoil. Minogue spilt it before he had it for the Rutherglen Roos. Went in for a tunnel and got a push in the back. So Bailey Minogue will be the recipient. Wants to get the ball inside 50. Opens up the fat side. Dangerous looking kick. Dunstan's got some work to do. Johnson for the Roos. Sam Dunstan dives on top of it. Ben Kelly feeds the ball out to Page. Page to the Tigers inboard. And Jake Gaynor with another 40 winks disposal. On to Carroll. Carroll onto the boot. He goes out wide to Miles.
Anthony has it. Glover inside. Inside handball to Elliot Powell. They're on the move now, the Tigers. Here goes a dangerous entry. Muller down there. Good mark, Ryan Ayres. That was fantastic. Cutting across the front there, Bobby.
He looks the goods. He's actually rucking and then playing a key defensive role as well. So he's got a big day in his hands, young fella.
He has. Jansen, short to Nathan Dunstan. At 15 to 20 out from their own goal. Wants Brady Morton. A lot of air in that kick. Well done, Brady. Takes the mark. True half-back. Flank for the Roos here. Round 10, Ovens and Murray. O&M Live. 14.94 to AY. Bob Jackson, Gus McLeod and Luke Francis with you. Good mark from Darcy Hope. Now, what's he got forward here? He's going to go for Sam Dunstan now on a long lead. Bounces before him. Ben Kelly going back. And he's got Burn on. He's going to ignore him and go with the kick. Oh, ordinary.
Where's the own goal rule?
He's missed everything.
He's kicked an own goal.
An own goal there, isn't he?
He's trying to get Jake Page and missed him, and it's gone through for behind. So 25 to 2 on the steel line scoreboard. Tigers up here. Ends at Albury. Time clock's gone. 21 opening term.
Geordie Ayres got taken high, 50 from home, and a 50-metre penalty against Jake Gaynor. Bob Jackson, Newmarket Hotel. The umpire's a bit of a ticky-touch on the 50s today.
There's been a couple of decisions today that you sort of scratch your head, but they're the ones with the whistle and they got the final say, and that one there was indiscriminate, but still there. And 50 metre. Well, young Ayres is back on, so he's on the road to recovery, and kicking a goal fixes all sorts of ailments. So he's put that through from the top of the square, and Corowa are on the board with their first goal.
Jordan Ayres with a Sunjan goal today for the Roos. They hit the steel line scoreboard, and they hit the first goal for the Rutherglen Football Club via Jordan Ayres. A-grade oils and batteries first term. Roos haven't been blown out of the water, Bobby, but the Albury Tigers are just keeping the Roos in this one.
Well, just a quick 40 winks for you. There's a 14 inside 50s to 3 for the Albury Tigers way, and they're only 3 goals out of it. So that's bang for buck is not there for Albury, but if Corowa kept that conversion up, then they're not going to be too far away from the mark here.
Yeah, that's right, Bobby. So we did see a wayward kick from Ben Kelly, but if they've gone in 3 times, they've got 3 scores on the board. So 1 goal, 2. So good to get some reward for effort there. And a goal to Jordan Ayres. So back from that ankle injury. And as Bobby said, that's the medicine to get you right, kicking a goal. And true heart here of the Albury Sports Ground. Muller goes to Miles, and Miles thumps it in there. Hume straight in, Walker over his head. Heinen is he running onto it and kicks a goal. So a little bit of luck involved there, but they get another one, the Tigers. So 31 plays 8, steel line scoreboard opening term, and we're going 22. Thanks for NZ.
That's you work your heart out to get a goal, and it takes you 21 minutes, Corowa, and then to cough it straight back up 30 seconds later. That's a little bit of a poke in the ribs. So once you score, you need to lock things down a little bit to a certain degree, and want to get the next score as you can, not cough up one with inside 30 seconds. And that was a little bit too easy. A soft inside 50, and the ball just dribbled out the back, and an easy goal square kick for Heine Hennessy. So a little bit disappointed there with a quick response, but they need to bounce back and get over that pretty quickly.
And I think the Albury Tigers have worked out the model as well. Get the ball in quick. Don't let Corowa set up behind the play. I think that's going to be the way for the Albury Tigers to score heavily. We'll go around the grounds, Mr. Stove's Pool World. Luke Francis, what's happening at Bunton?
Yeah, the Saints have hit back, Gussie, 4-2-26, and it's all tied up now. The North Albury Hoppers also 4-2-26, locked up.
Lockie Dale with 2 goals there, and a goal to Tim Broomhead recently. So back here live, 24 minutes gone for NZ Albury. The Tigers are in front by 23 here. As Elliot Powell mops up for the Tigers. Jake Gaynor, been Albury's best for mine so far. He gets the ball inside 50. Cush it in the hole. Well done. Got Matt Walker absolutely poleaxing him on the way through. Steve Owen, the coach, goes underground trying to find Lavis. Has to be clean. Is last line of defence for the Roos. They turn it over dangerously. Kick from the goal line's gone through. And Matt Walker, he'll make you pay inside 50. He kicks his third. And the Roos very clumsy on the last line of defence. Bobby just had to kill that ball, get it across the line. They tried to keep it alive, and in the end, it's cost them a major.
And as much as you say that, Gus, that the pressure from the forward line of Albury was very, very good there. Once the ball hit the ground, there was numbers at the full, constant pressure, and Johnny on the spot, Matt Walker, it could be his day today. He just seems to be in the right spot at the right times, and his confidence has got to be up with 3 first quarter goals. So all looks good for Matty Walker.
Yeah, sun out, expecting a top of 16. We've probably reached that by now. Off the ground goes Muller. Nice mark. In defence by Lavis. Here he comes, Mac, broadcast side. Picks up Steve Owen.
He's had a lot of the football today too.
And then Owen, long one out. Look at that for a kick. Beautiful to Longmire. Anthony Miles mans the mark. Jed goes down to Darcy Hope. Dropped a very easy standard mark in front of his eyes, and he's not very happy about that, Bobby.
Well, yeah, that's exactly right. Every right to be not happy with that. That was a straightforward chest mark in the end. It could have been, and he's made a meal of it, and it's gone out of bounds.
The old spent it before he had it, I'd say there. Muller in the ruck, brought it to ground level. Well done, Jordan Ayres got a kick away. Working hard was Nicholson. Now Marks. Sam Haig, wrapped up by Michael Duncan on the edge of the centre square. We'll ball the footy up. 26 gone for NZ. First term, thanks to our good friends at A-Grade Oils and Batteries. Muller on the tap, and clever work from the Albury Tigers midfield to allow Elliot Powell a bit of space. He struggles to pick up. He evades Nicholson and looks to come inboard. O'Hara, a bit too much on the kick for him. Working hard is the veteran Cade Cushett across half-back. Now Joe Hansen, nowhere to go for the Roos, so he retreats back, tries to find Lavis. They switch the ball laterally, and Steve Owen marks across half-back. Called to play on. Sells a bit of candy, kicks long down the line. Airs the target. Gaynor putting together some quarter for the Albury Tigers. Got a crucial fist. Longmire got some work to do. Evades one, evades two. Left foot kick finds Haig. And Haig has a bit of a meeting with the fence there, Lukey.
He does, Gussie. And again, some super work from yourself. Hanging out the box. So Haig short. Here's Ben Tallarico. Look at the air in that one. Muller goes back, sits there, waits. Thought he was interfered with. Umpire said play on. Lucas Connellan out the back. Gets one to Harry Cameron. Here they go, the Tigers. They're going to shoot it out to the clubroom side. Jake Page is there. Duncan wants it. He's going to come into Harry Cameron. So the Tigers in defence. Now Duncan picks it up. He wants to come broadcast side, or he's going to straighten up now, Mick. Here he goes. Look at this to the half-forward flank. John O'Male, beautiful delivery to him. Takes the mark, left foot, sends it up in the air. Walker, Heine Hennessy out the back again, and he's wrapped up. And the umpire's going to take it 15 out from goal. Bobby, what are you thinking? What are you thinking?
He was having his 4th shot at goal there. His teammates come in and spoiled him from a straightforward overhead mark.
15 from goal. Nathan Dunstan won the tap. Ayres on hands and knees. Mac Lavis high up and under to a 2-on-1. Well done, Bertram. Beat Elliot Powell in a 1-on-1 battle. Absorbs the pressure. But the Tigers have numbers as Powell kicks inside 50 to Jake Gaynor. With how many 40 winks disposals here for Jake Gaynor, Bobby Jones?
This will be his 11th shot at goal after siren from, I'm going to say, 47 metres by the time he dispatches of it.
45-degree angle. The Snap Print Solutions TV will ride this one home perfectly as Gaynor kicks a dead-eye dick, but it's touched on the line, and it'll be no score. Ryan Ayres with a big crucial fist. The Albury Tigers They've put together a very strong first quarter led by Jake Gaynor for the Albury Tigers with 1 goal and 12 disposals. And the Tigers carry a 31-point lead into the first break on the Steel Line scoreboard. 6-1-37 to the Roos 1-2-8 here on O&M Live. Luke Francis, Bob Jackson and Gus McLeod will bring you a big second term on the other side of the break on O&M Live, where you won't miss a thing.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Shaping lives through nursing? Building communities through community services? Maybe caring for animals through veterinary science? With GoTAFE by your side, you can make it happen. From agriculture, hospitality, health and wellbeing, trades and education, to hair and beauty or creative, learn real skills for real jobs and careers right now. With GoTAFE, you've got this. Search GoTAFE today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community. 0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton 0.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Albury Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
Half price until half time is on in the locker room. Watch Friday night AFL footy action live on our big screen and get half price selected beers until half time. On now in the locker room at the SS&A.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
There, Jayco Albury Wodonga.
O&M Live on 2AY.
Quarter time sees the Albury Tigers holding a 37-8 point lead over the Corowa Rutherglen Roos. Bob Jackson, you've got the quarter's best thanks to our friends at McRae Motors. And I'll tell you what, no prizes for guessing who the Albury Tigers' best player was.
Jakey Gaynor has definitely had a standout first quarter with 12 touches and numerous clearances also inside 50s. He's been very, very busy, and he's been quarters best by quite a while for the Albury Footy Club. While for the Corowa Rutherglen side, Brady Morton's had 7 touches and also been heavily involved around the stoppages and clearances as well, where the tally there is 10-7 in Albury's favour. So Corowa is holding their own around the stoppages at the present time. They just need a little bit more work out of their half forwards to complement the work that they're doing around the ground. They're controlling the ball across halfback Steve Owen and Joey Hansen, and also Scotty Jansen's also doing some good stuff across halfback for Corowa. So they just need to capitalise on the amount of football they're getting by getting it past their half-forward line. So we may need to jig that forward line, Gus, I think, a little bit, and give us a little bit of target or a little bit more competitiveness, or split that contest at half-forward. So also inside 50, 17-4 against in favour of Albury. So there's a little bit of work to do as the Corowa senior assistant coach comes, I'm not sure what that was, a Conor McGregor type sort of walk, wasn't it?
No, that's Dean's impersonation of me.
Oh.
Yeah, he reckons I walk with a bit of swagger.
Well, I legitimately thought it was Conor McGregor walking off the ground then.
No, that's Dean taking the mickey out of me. 3 goals in the first term to Matt Walker as David Wink provides some feedback.
That was disgraceful.
You get that.
Hey,
come on now, boys.
That's what the Corowa Football Club think of me. The Albury Tigers love me. They sent me down the slide here 2 weeks ago. Lukey, wasn't that a hoot?
It was, Gussie, yes. We saw you plunge into the pool.
That was fantastic. Well done, mate. You represented our team beautifully.
Bob, we spoke about it. They wanted some changes at half forward. Have a look at this half forward line now for the Rutherglen Football Club. They've got Scott Jansen and Brady Morton there.
Nice.
The changes you've called for have been answered, Bob.
And also looks like, is that Jake Nicholson as well?
Yeah, he's at half forward as well.
He looks like there's a match-up there that he could possibly expose there. He's a good foot taller than the opponent he's on.
For Jaco Albury-Wodonga, he's the second term.
Here we go, Muller, clearly. Johansson took it. Whistle from the umpire. He's going to take it again here.
Well, Joey's moved on to the ball, so there's another change.
Umpire sends it up. Muller. Miles takes it. Longmire's got him over the shoulder.
So Walker's been staying deep, and Steve Owen's got the match-up on him now, boys.
Oh, wow.
Anthony Miles. Misses Muller with the kick. Heine Hennessy was the backup. Back to Anthony. Maybe a set play. In he goes inside 50. Look at that. That is A-grade delivery, Bobby, into Matt Walker.
You can't get much better than that. That's silver service on. And even the change with the coach, Stevie Owen, going on to Matty Walker, there's no way he could have stopped that. That was perfect delivery from a forward's perspective, and he's going for number 4.
One thing I've noticed as well is the forward line was very vacant. They want Matt Walker as deep as they possibly can, Luke.
Yeah, Gussie. So he's kicked 3 of the Tigers' 6 so far. Sprayed it.
No.
Yeah, he's hooked that one to the left.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I don't think any of us like that one, including Matt. Anyway, so 1 point added to the scoreboard. 38 plays 8 on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard, and the NZ Albury time clock has gone 70 seconds in the second term. Here's Mr. Gus McLeod, fresh back from overseas from McRae Motors.
Thank you very much, Lukey. Hansen kicks out from fullback, getting tunnelled was Sam Dunstan. He won himself a free kick. He's worked his way up the ground to eject himself into the game. He's got the ball across half back. Kicked 5 goals last week in the loss to Lavington. Dunstan, nice looking kick, finds Longmire, centre wing broadcast side. How many stats for Jed Longmire this afternoon in the 40 winks, Bobby J?
That's seven disposals for 40 winks.
Longmire. You hear the thud of the boot as the ball kicks long inside 50. Hope the target. Well done by Muller. Flew back. Morton across half forward. Elliot Powell for the Tigers. Lost his footing, unfortunately. And good pressure from Darcy Hope and Brady Morton for the Corowa Footy Club. They got the ball 65 from home. Brady Morton, of course, a former Albury Tiger. Umpire's called him to play on. He's under a bit of pressure here. He just has to throw it on the boot.
That was a horrible decision.
So the umpire, Jason Rain, called him to play on there, and it called Brady heavily off guard. So the Roos let a chance go wondering as Heine Hennessy across half back for the Tigers chips the ball to Michael Duncan.
And here goes Duncan, angling into Miles. And then a nice handball back to Heine Hennessy. Short one to McGrath. True centre wing far side. And then lobs one in, going for O'Hara over the back. Owen, nice mark from Steve. A good opening term. He's nice by foot. Look at that. Clean to Cushit. Then off to Jordan Ayres. Nothing wrong with that ankle now. Down the line here, inside 50 for the Roos. Kelly got a left fist to it. Here's Unthank trying to mop up for the yellow and black. Oh, he's gone.
Throw?
Yeah. Disposed of it incorrectly. Umpire didn't call it.
And again.
Then Miles, yeah, they'll get it back the second time. So luckily, Jordan Ayres with it. 70 from home. Wheels in, pops it up. Let's have a look. Muller stands tall and takes it in defence for the Tigers. So 38 plays 8 on the CMB Truck and Bus scoreboard. And we're gone 3.5 second term here. Thanks for NZ.
Bob Jackson, Newmarket Hotel. Gee, it's a strength of Isaac Muller's, the way he floats behind the plane, intercepts.
That was a good mark. That's what you're ruckman to do is fall behind the footy, and there's a holding the ball decision.
It's a throw. It's going to be Darcy Hope against Braden O'Hara.
The pressure's gone up a level here by the Kangaroos. They've been very impressive early doors. They've had a couple of free kicks that have gone their way and a couple that haven't gone their way that they quite easily could have got a bit more reward for their buck here.
Now, Hope's going to have a set shot. He's going to kick from... He'll have to kick at 55 metres. Now, it might be just a decoy and he'll wait for a lead, but he's going to test his luck. Here's a booming kick at the ball. And he'll kick this from the point of the centre square. So Darcy Hope to the Hume Street southern end of the ground. In the end, he just opts to set this one up to the top of the goal square, trying to find Dunstan, and Muller got a fist. Have to try and beat 4 Albury Tigers there, Sam. So an out of bounds for a boundary throw-in is a good result. 4.5 minutes gone here on the NZ Albury time clock, and the score hasn't changed since the first break. 38 plays 8, 30-point lead to the Albury Tigers.
Deep in the pocket, Hume Street end. Broadcast side, Gaynor again. He's been magnificent in this game so far. Oh, look at that for a mark. Ryan Ayres will put that down as an elite body and paint mark of the day. And a short one into Longmire. Now, what can they build from here? Now, Sam Dunstan is saying, kick it out there for me. Longmire saying no. He's going to wave it off and go back to the pocket. And that one, not the best of kicks. Ball's gone out of bounds here. And taken over by the Roos in Nicholson, Bobby.
They've had inside 50. They've had 4-2 Corowa, so they've had plenty of football and plenty of opportunities to put scoreboard pressure on the Albury Tigers early in the second quarter.
So boundary throw-in inside 50. Ball's lived here for the last 2 or 3 minutes. That boundary throw-in is a bit short from the umpire. Muller read it best of the two ruckmen. And that might be on the full, is it? No, it was already out of bounds as Fletcher Carroll toe taps it. And we'll have a boundary throw in 50 metres from goal. Bobby, you mentioned for the Newmarket Hotel the pressure lifting here. Probably from both sides, I'd say, around the stoppage.
Yeah, it's a bit clumsy, a bit crowded at the moment, but hopefully it'll open up again in the not-too-distant future.
Got some work to do here is Hayes as he exits defensive 50. Tom Young for the Roos, wrapped up Page. Page got the handball the way in the nick of time. Bertram was there to provide some support. At the bottom of the pack, fed the ball out. The Roos look a bit hungry here to maintain possession, but Michael Duncan, Mr. Reliable, wraps up a big tackle. And a bit slow to get up here is Minogue, but the umpire, Jason Rain, will call for it on the edge of the centre square in Roos' attacking half. Yeah,
Bobby Jackson just pointing out that Jed Longmire's come from the ground. He's got a bit of blood coming from his left ear there, Bobby.
Yeah, a bit of claret. He just rubbing the old noggin there, mate, so he'll get that patched up and hopefully comes back on with a nice big headband or something like that.
We do like the mummy.
Yeah.
30-point margin here in the second turn. Tigers up, thanks to CMB Truck and Bus. And we've got another stoppage right of centre wing on the far side. So again, just the two games being played in the split round today. The Albury Tigers and the Roos, and also the North Albury Hoppers and the Myrtleford Saints. That one being played at Button Park. Team over there. Whatever you can see there, Gussie.
Just a +1 inside defensive 50 here for the Albury Tigers.
Beautiful. Here's Gaynor. Oh, hasn't he been prominent? Sensational. Came back to his feet. Wins the free kick into Anthony Miles, who's also been prolific, to Duncan. Right of the centre here, Mick. Usually very nice by foot. Look at that. And here goes Elliot Powell. Oh, gets back onto that left. On to O'Hara. O'Hara goes in. Oh, good, strong contest down there from both teams. Here goes Ryan Ayres. Heinehan as he's got him wrapped up. Top of the 50 here at the Botanic Gardens end.
Dean Roos from the Corowa board spoke about Cade Cushit in the pre-game show. He's not almost 50. He's certainly a veteran, but he's stepping up for the Roos here as that spare in defence. Free kick and a whistle, Bob. It's going to go the way, I think, of the Albury Tigers, and that man, Jake Gaynor, once again.
Yeah, just put himself in the right position to, to pick up, to dispose of the ball, and just got one in the back, and the free kick was warranted there. Just a little bit clumsy by, I'm not sure who that might have been, Brady Morton, I think it might have been, but yeah, free kick about 45 metres out.
Gain into the Botanic Garden end for goal number 2. The boy from Wagga starts it right, and it stays right. So 1 goal, 2 to Jake. Hasn't brought his kicking boots today, but he certainly is the Albury Tigers' most prolific player on the ground. 6-3-39 to 1-2-8. The Tigers lead the Roos, and that's on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard.
Scott Jansen, long out of defence. Hope goes up. And then Jason Marks taken down by Blomley and Duncan. Umpire to take it here, so just let the broadcast spot. And man in green sends it aloft. There's Muller. Jansen. Mrs. Darcy Hope, ball's going to roll out of bounds. We've got the $3 million Stradbroke handicap on in Queensland today. Gussie, can't wait for that at Eagle Farm.
Looking forward to that. 1 goal lead to the Myrtleford Alpine Saints over the North Albury Hoppers, 6-4 to 5-4. 8 minutes gone in the second term. Around the grounds, Mr. Stove's Pool World. Muller starting to assert his dominance as the best ruckman in the comp. The ball comes towards Blomley. He kicks a grubber inside 50 for the Tigers. Cush it against Hart. And taking the ball across the chalk is the coach, Steve Owens. In that around the grounds game, all single goal kickers to the North Albury Hoppers, but Lockie Dale's just kicked his 4th goal for the Myrtleford Alpine Saints. So the Hoppers need to rectify his dominance very quickly.
Yeah, very interesting. Longmire gets one out to Cush it. And now he goes direct up the ground. Good mark from Young. Struggling to see with that hair flying through his eyes. And then he's gone now. Jake Gaynor's got him tied up. Umpire's not going to call it. He'll take it instead. So, Bobby, inside 50s now. How are we looking on that 40-wing stat sheet?
Yeah, it's 5-4, so Corowa evened it up there, but they're just not getting, either side aren't making the most of it. It's not clean footy going inside 50 as we get a free kick against Corowa for holding the man.
It's going to go the way of Harry Cameron. He milked that well, felt the attention from Longmire and just asserted his dominance a little bit there. 49 plays 34, the Dogs over the Dockers in the AFL for Mr. Stove's Pool World. Isaac Muller marks across half forward for the Tigers. Wants to kick inboard, dangerous one on the half volley. That was Ty Quaid, got the ball back to Powell. Shimmies and shakes does Elliot Powell, breaks the tackle, tries to feed it back inboard. Now on to Quaid, the youngster in game 2, kicks it. Sunjan goal of the day from Ty Quaid. Played a big role in the interleague for the under-18s. Made his senior debut a few weeks back into the side and kicks a very important goal for the Albury Tigers on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard.
That must have been his first goal for Albury because all the boys have got to him and got around him and pat him on the back. So he was very instrumental in that. He won the hard ball, got it to Fletcher Carroll, and Fletcher Carroll with a clean head, clean train of thought, got the ball back to young Quaid, and Quaid with a really quality finish under a little bit of pressure. It was a fantastic finisher from the young fella.
Yeah, so it's taken close to the 11-minute mark in the second term for the Tigers to get their 7th goal. Matt Walker with 3 on the board for the Albury Tigers. If you've just joined us on OMFNL Live, 1494 2AY. We'll also let you know the only goal for the Corowa Rutherglen Roos came at the 22-minute mark in the opening turn to Jordan Ayres.
Bobby, I'll get you to keep an eye on Fletcher Carroll and Caleb Bertram. Looks to be a bit of a tag going on there. We'll get you to watch that one as the Roos get it up to half forward. Clean bowled a lot of them. At the back of the pack here was Hayes. He's going to be the recipient of this kick across half back. Played his first game of the seniors last week against Myrtleford Alpine Saints. The ball now goes towards Page. Handball over the top to Quaid, wearing number 50 today. Chips inside 50. Hart was the target. Owen got a crucial fist. The Roos have numbers. Across half back, well done by Mild. Gets the ball out of D50 for the Roos, and Mac Lavis happy to take that ball across the chalk for a boundary throw in 60 metres from Tigers' goal. We got Bob Jackson.
Yes.
Thanks to our friends at the Newmarket Hotel, the best pub in Albury.
You're right, there's a close tag. Bertram is going to Carroll. Second skin type operation. So the young fella from Chilton is going to get a nice lesson in hard running and midfield play, playing on one of the better players in the O&M.
He'd be the last bloke I'd want to tag, like Francis.
I played against his dad. Absolute nightmare.
Isaac Muller and Jed Longmire are having words here.
I would suggest they wouldn't be friendly either, Luke. Is my tip.
No, it's a bit of a debate going on. Now, Carroll, here's Lavis, trying to weave out of traffic, lost control of the ball. Blomley had him under high pressure. There's Jesse Johnson around the corner.
Good mark.
Yep.
Haig.
This is Sam.
Coaches the twos to Sam.
There you go, Gussie. To Morton. Here's Jansen. Scott. They go inside 50. Tellerico over his head, Lucas Conlon. What a player this man is. And then wants to head into the middle. Nice one to McGrath.
Look at the spread, Luke.
To Duncan.
Muller and Longmire are still going at it, boys.
The yellow and black are on the move here. Fletcher Hart over his head. Steve Owen on him. Joe Hansen joins the contest. Oh, he dragged that in, Fletcher. Let's see what the umpire does. Gone. Yep. So, good decision. The Roos will get it here, just outside defensive 50 of the Botanic Gardens end.
Owen tries to find Hope. Must have a bit of grippo on now, does Darcy.
We're all searching for Hope.
Needed it.
Thank you, Luke Francis. Hope you're enjoying the second term for Jaco Albury-Wodonga. Aubrey on top, but the Roos being very gallant. Ayres takes a cracking mark. He's been Corowa's best for mine, has Ryan Ayres. Plays on inside 50 to the advantage of Dunson if he can get there.
Oh, that's a good kick.
Very good kick. He just couldn't quite get there, and he's frustrated with his own work, is Sam. Well matched by Ben Kelly at full back. Heiner Hennessy inboard, finds the coach. Miles. Geez, a good kick of the footy is Anthony. Finds an even better kick of the football for mine in Braden O'Hara. 80 from home. Opts to go with a load. Chisler. Fletcher Hart marks on the numbers 50. Back towards Heiner Hennessy. Shake and bake goes once. Went a bit too much. O'Hara, top of the goal square. Watch the bounce on the last line of defence is Owen. He feeds the ball out wide, and that man Ayres, Ryan, kicks laterally and he hits Darcy Hope on the chest. Tell you what, Ryan Ayres is playing some game of football today, Bob Jackson.
Mate, that was some serious running for a big fella. He's working in the forward 50, and then he worked his bum off to get to D50 to help his defensive unit out. So that was a great, mature football from a young fella.
45 plays 8 here on the CMB Truck and Bus scoreboard.
I know.
We're in the second term, and we've gone 15 minutes. That's a shocking kick coming out of defence. And the Roos have put it out on the full.
Just had an update come through around the grounds, Mr. Stokes Paulweld. A guest appearance at Dedarang today from Ben McAvoy, returning back to his junior club, Luke.
There you go, the former Hawthorn Hawk and St Kilda Saint.
Big boy McAvoy.
There's Hope to Cushert. Might be gone here. Cameron had him by the Guernsey. Darcy Hope. Blomley had him. Here's Jordan Ayres. Tigers defence working overtime. Cushert. And then they get it out. Is Ryan Ayres to Jordan Ayres, and they play on. Jordan trying to weave through traffic, hurriedly on the boot along the ground. Will Unthank back there on his own. Oh, got a terrible bounce. And then it comes out the side. Haig going in. And he's brought to ground.
That was fantastic work there in the D50 between a lot of experience in Cushert and Hope with a sprinkling of youngsters, the Ayres boys, just to think their way through a situation that could have ended up being an easy Albury goal. They've worked it out of D50 to get it in to a scoring opportunity for themselves at the other end of the ground.
Gainer just couldn't quite get the Sharon to sit nicely for him. Brady Morden takes him across the boundary line for a boundary throw in. Bob Jackson on the 40-link stat sheet. Anything catching your eye in the midway point of the second term?
I just feel as though Anthony Miles is really starting to put his impression on the game through the middle corridor. He really is emphasising the ball must come through the middle of the ground, and that's what you want from your coach, especially an on-field coach, is to have an influence on where the ball flows and where the ball enters the forward 50 from. So he's having a major say in the flow of the ball for the Albury Footy Club.
Only one goal in this quarter to tie Quaid. It came with the 10th minute mark, and we currently sit at the 17th thanks to NZ Albury. Luke Francis will continue to play for McRae Motors on O&M Live.
Here's Miles again. So as Bobby was talking about, wanting to come through the corridor to Heiner Hennessy and off to O'Hara. And here goes Duncan. Look at him motoring towards goal. Laver's trying to run him down. Got a hand to him, Duncan. And that ball's gone left. Walker trying to keep it in. And what's happened here? The boundary umpire, did he call it?
Yep.
Great chase from Matt Lavers too, I thought there, Bob.
Fantastic. The little things like that by your younger players is infectious. So if you see younger fellas do it, then the rest will follow.
Ayres in the ruck. Heiner Hennessy took it, threw it on the boot. Colby, Heiner Hennessy. I thought that snuck through.
Oh, looked like a goal from
Looked like a goal from our deceptive angle, but it's a minor score. Would have been a Sunjan goal that ate to Colby. In the end, it's a minor score. 7-4-46, I should say. So the Roos 1-2-8. So So the Roos are making a much better improvement here from a defensive perspective. Just yet to turn that into an attacking score. Owen goes short from full back and he finds Scott Jansen for the Roos. Called to play on. He's going to have to kick dangerously. Darcy Hope has to beat Muller. Muller climbed all over him but got the crucial fist. Hansen went short to Morton. Morton back over the top to Darcy Hope. Sells a bit of candy. Gives it the best bit of play here from the Roos. They're looking to move the ball methodically but at pace. Caleb Bertram, the man from Chiltern, just goes short and he finds Scooter Jansen across half-back for Corowa.
So the Roos in possession of the Sharon. As Gus said, across half-back, they go to their half-forward line. Max Byrne dropped the mark.
See, there was 1 on 5 there, boys. You know, that's why there was confusion across the half-back. They had no one to kick it to, so basically kicked it to 1 on 5. So the hard work needs to be done between the half-back line and the half-forward line for the Corowa Footy Club.
46 playing 8. Tigers up on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard. Whistle holding the ball.
Geez, that was hot.
Yeah, it was. Miles taken down by Morton. And the Ayers has actually got the free kick, so it was awarded against Muller. He's shaking his head. Darcy Hope now with possession. 70 out here, broadcast side. Hume Street end.
Oh, look at the numbers for Albury behind the ball.
Yeah, there's a stack of yellow and black down there, and Darcy Hope just bombs it up. Kelly missed it.
Oh, no.
Mark.
Oh, no.
Sam Dunst taken the mark, and what's happened? A free kick.
That was a mark.
Against him, and it's going to Ben Kelly. What happened there?
I think he paid a push, but...
Well, it wasn't Sam Dunstan, we know that.
Yeah, it was.
It was?
That's why.
Nonetheless, the ball comes back to Jordan Ayres. He's got the ball. He's going to kick it into the pocket again, trying to find Dunstan. He marked this one.
It was exactly the same.
It was the exact same
Exactly
thing.
the same.
He had every right to be frustrated there, did Dunstan. The only problem he's got with this one, he's on a severely tight angle compared to the one he would have had 10 seconds ago.
He's frustrated. I'm frustrated. Everyone's frustrated.
I haven't been that confused since my Year 12 science exam.
A bit happening off the play here with Isaac Muller and a few of the Roos players.
Have a spell, Isaac.
Sam Dunstan in front of the heritage-listed scoreboard. Yes, you heard that correctly. He's going to have to go the check side, Sam. Tight angle. And it's not going to trouble the scorers, that one. Had no other option. Looks like Page has got the ball in defensive 50 pocket. He kicks out towards the clubroom side wing to Unthank.
And away he goes, Will. Look at that ball. For Fletcher Hart, that was wonderful. And then a short one to Fletcher Carroll. They're on the move now, the Tigers. Off they go to McGrath. He's shooting for a second. Botanic Gardens end across the face. And through for one behind. So 47 plays 8. Tigers up on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard. Ends at Albury. Time clock has gone 20 in the second term. Let's go to Bobby Jackson for 40 winks.
Yeah, that's the education that young Bertram will get. Fletcher Carroll just absolutely turned and burned there, and he put on 30 metres within a blink of an eye, just on positive forward line running and create opportunity for the Albury Footy Club.
Darcy Hope moved himself to a bit higher up the ground to get involved. He's having an impact.
Yeah, I like it.
But it's at the cost of this kick here going down the line. The smalls for the Roos having to work a lot harder. Here's Fletcher Carroll, switches the ball defensively. Big Ben Kelly got some work to do, but he had a bit of time to find Page. The Tigers exit defensive 50 to the clubroom side of the sports ground. Fletcher Hart from a standing start on the left boot goes out towards McGrath. McGrath for the Tigers, wants to come inboard, good-looking kick. This is better from the Tigers. Powell's 50 from home. Powell kicks to the top of the square. Owen, happy to see it across the face with a crucial fingertip for a minor score. So the Albury Tigers are their own worst enemy at present, not making any scoreboard damage. They lead by 40, but they could have lead by a hell of a lot more. Corowa's back 6 standing up, inspired by this man, Ryan Ayres, with another elite body and paint mark of the day contender.
Yeah, he takes it in the hands, Ryan. And here he goes. He's going to turn around and go short. So to Lavis. So the Roos with it on their half-back flank as Lavis comes in. Oh, no, 2-on-1. That wasn't on. Quay got a fist to it. And then Jordan Ayres, nice work out to Jansen, back to Lavis. So we get a chance here to make amends. And then long down the wing, Morton, Byrne over the top. And that ball's gone out of bounds. Right of centre wing on the clubroom side. So 48 playing 8 here. We've got a 40-point margin on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard as we work up towards half-time. We've gone 22 thanks to NZ. And the half-time show, Gus, will be brought to us by Elders Rural.
Give that tap to Hart in the ruck. Didn't really go anywhere. Ayres and Powell. Powell and Ayres. Now Miles to the Tigers. Anthony kicks inside 50. Gee, that's a good kick to Big Matt Walker. just had it on an absolute silver platter. He's lining up for his fourth after 22 minutes on the NZ time clock.
As I said earlier, Anthony Miles starting to put his impression on this second quarter. That's his 9th touch for 40 winks and probably his 4th or 5th inside 50. Silver service to Matty Walker.
Walker to the Botanic Garden end, shooting for goal number 4. His right foot kick is better, and it's his first goal of the second term. Takes his total to 4 goals too, and the Albury Tigers move to 8-6 to the Roos 1-2. That's on the CMV truck and bus scoreboard. Taking them 23 minutes to get their second goal in this second term.
And it's also taken 10 inside 50s, Gus, to get their second goal on the board for this second quarter.
That's a great stat, Bobby. So 10
inside 50s this quarter for their second goal. So they've sort of squandered a fair few opportunities pushing forward and missed an opportunity to be further in front at this stage. But to Corowa's credit, they're sticking in the fight.
Great work from Bobby Jackson. Now, 40-week stat sheet. His special comments brought to you by the Newmarket Hotel. As Fletcher Carroll being grabbed in the middle of the ground.
I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to the Newmarket Hotel tonight.
Oh, you are, Gussie, aren't you? Hey?
The beer's
dead taxes and me at the Newey on a Saturday.
Now, how's your quaddie going up in Brisbane?
I'm out.
Oh, no.
Really?
First leg.
Oh, dear.
You've spoiled his day, Luke.
Here goes Jansen. Inside 50. Hope. Good mark.
That Grippo's working at quarter time, Gus. He's starting to hold on to those marks.
I think he certainly is, Bob. He's a confidence player, Darcy Hope. We've seen him have a really good start to the game last week against Lavington. He kicked 3 goals in the first term, and we spoke about it in the first quarter. It was breaking down for the Roos at half forward, so Darcy Hope took it upon himself to inject himself into the contest. And I tell you what, the Roos would love him to kick this one. He's within range, Luke, and just to bring him back in, a bit of reward for effort.
Yeah, Gussie, so the margin of 48, and he can thump them, we know that. Has he got the accuracy? Let's hope he has. Here we go, Darcy. Tell you what, that is coming back.
Oh,
has he got it?
No.
Oh, he's just missed it. Through for one behind. Terrific effort. And I'll put that down as a Sunjan point of the day. There you go.
From fullback, the Tigers, Bertram couldn't quite get there towards Gaynor. Gaynor kicks up towards half forward. Isaac Muller off the bench. Just had to bend down a little bit too low to Big Izzy. Now he got the ball towards Powell. Powell and Cushit. Cade Cushit, well done for the Roos. Just came into the party and spoiled it as the siren sounds for half-time here. A much better turn from Corowa. The Albury Tigers still very dominant, but the Corowa back six standing up superbly. 8-6-54 to 1-3-9 at the main break. On the other side, the Elders Albury. Half-time show coming your way. Bob Jackson, Luke Francis, Gus McLeod with the O&M Live call team. Stick with us, a big second half and a half-time show. Coming your way next on O&M Live, where you won't miss a thing.
Oh, yeah.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Shaping lives through nursing? Building communities through community services? Maybe caring for animals through veterinary science? With GoTAFE by your side, you can make it happen. From agriculture, hospitality, health and wellbeing, trades and education, to hair and beauty or creative, learn real skills for real jobs and careers right now. With GoTAFE, you've got this. Search GoTAFE today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community. 0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Albury Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
Half price until half time is on in the locker room. Watch Friday night AFL footy action live on our big screen and get half price selected beers until half time. On now in the locker room at the SS&A.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
Dealership, Shoeback Street, Albury.
OMFNL Live on 2AY.
Well, a much better second term here on O&M Live from the Corowa Rutherglen Roos, but the scoreboard still reads 8-6-54 to 1-3-9. Bob Jackson, the second quarter's best. Thanks to McRae Motors here on O&M Live. I'm going to have a stab in the dark and say you're still sticking with our man Jake Gaynor.
Well, I thought, he was a bit quieter that quarter than the first one, but I thought the coach stepped up to the plate there, Snipper Miles with the 9 touches, and very influential in the way that the ball was being moved. And through no fault of his own, that the Albury Tigers probably should have been a little bit further in front due to wasteful shots on goal, because they had 10 inside 50s for the 2 goals. So that's a stat that really stood out for me, was they weren't getting their bang for buck with the shots on goal. But for the Corowa Rutherglen, I'm really impressed with both the Ayers boys, but Ryan in particular. He works very hard both ends of the ground. Good mark overhead. He made Isaac Muller accountable at various stages through the ruck with his work around the ground. And young Jordan, ever since he got hurt, Lukey, he grew an extra leg.
He did.
He grew
he kicked that goal.
He's like a gecko. He broke a leg and grew another one. And
I don't mind that. That's not bad for you, Bobby.
Thank you very much, mate.
Aren't you the pun man, Luke?
Yeah,
well, I'm supposed to be.
Sorry, mate.
No.
Geckos, they lose their tails, don't they? Geckos? Anyway, like a lizard, lost his tail and grew another leg. And he was one of the better players for the Corowa side. And I thought Elliot Powell, just late in that quarter, just started to influence around the ground. And you mentioned it halfway through that quarter, Gussie, the job that young Bertram was given to go to Fletcher Carroll, and I just sort of kept one eye on that, and some of the gut running that Fletch was doing was something I've never seen before, and this kid's going to be absolutely cooked on his drive back to Chiltern tonight when he's after this game.
Is Fletch working extra hard to break the tag, or is that just the way Fletcher Carroll goes about his footy?
Well, being my first year back in the competition, I haven't seen Fletch play for a few years now, and the last time I saw him, he was just a young fella, but it's... all the guns have got egos, and as soon as you see a tag come to you, he'll go, right, okay, this fella's come to do a job. Let's really make sure he earns his dough today. And some of the gut running that I saw Fletch do there in that second half of the quarter was something to be seen. And he's that's what good players do. They see it as a challenge and say, rightio, you boys want to challenge me, you cop a bit of this back your own way. And that's just the way that they go. And Jakey Gaynor's got 14 touches to half time. Fletcher's got 13 to half time. Anthony Miles has got 18 to half time. So, and the clearances 16-1 in favour of Albury Tigers. So Corowa aren't too far off the mark. They just need to tidy up their work across the half-forward line. We mentioned that a few times in the call where they got the ball across half-back and kicked outnumbered down the line.
It's a real rob Peter to pay Paul, wasn't it? Because in the first term they were breaking down across half-back, and guys like Darcy Hope were struggling to get into the game. Now, Darcy's working his way up the ground, and he's getting a lot of the kick-ins from full-back, and he's getting the ball off the half-back line. But the problem is that means there's smaller players down the line for the Roos to have to kick to, and the Albury Tigers are dropping Isaac Muller behind the play. Lucas Conlon is sitting a kick behind the play, and they're plucking out and intercepting heavily, which is It's the chain reaction linking up, which also means that Sam Dunstan at full forward is competing with 2, if not 3 defenders every time. He's competed well, and he's been penalised by the umpires a few times incorrectly, in my opinion. But it's the one link in the chain reaction that's hurting the Roos.
Yeah. Oh, you did mention in the call in the second term, Gussie, how Darcy Hope had come up the ground, but I liked it because you're being proactive. You're not sitting back down there all day getting cold. He was that link kick coming out of defence, and then he was able to get it. He is a long thumping kick, but I think you're better off having a go, and you don't die wondering in that case. It's all good sitting back inside 50 all day. They're getting cold down there and saying, when's it going to come down?
The mechanism for that is if you see Darcy Hope, I've got to get involved in the game and push up the ground, you need a mechanism for a player like a Jordan Ayres, a Ryan Ayres or a Jed Longmire or Brady Morton to come up and push up the ground. If they say, all right, Darcy's working up the ground, I've got to push the half forward to provide that option that Darcy was giving us when we had the ball there. So you can't, as Gus said, you can't rob Peter to pay Paul and have everyone at half back with no one to kick to at half forward. So they either need to make sure that the fallback plan is to have someone at half forward when Darcy would push up the ground, or change lanes across the ground and work the ball across the ground to get numbers in front of the ball.
Just on that, Bobby, where would you put Ryan Ayres in a perfect world?
Just after speaking out loud then, I'd almost throw him at half forward.
Okay.
Because he's long and he can take a mark, and the kick can almost do anything. Like he's good by hand, good by feet. He can ruck, he can play down back behind the ball, he can intercept mark. Well, let's see if he can play it half forward.
He's probably just a player that the Roos would love to have 3 or 4 of. He's an absolute star. Baffles me beyond belief that he can't get a look in at the VFL level.
He said he's affiliated with the Cats.
With the Cats, Geelong VFL, and I know the Cats are a powerhouse, and they do have a lot of good key tools in the AFL program and so forth, but he's a player I'd love to see get the chance at higher honours. Here we are in the other halftime show for Elders Rural, Bobby J.
Sorry, Gussie. So has he played a game at all?
No, he hasn't got a look in yet.
Well, that tells me the standard. That tells me the standard's pretty good, because this kid is as good as I've seen come through. He
was in the best in the interleague as well, Ryan Ayres.
Yeah, well, I'm being very impressed by him today. He's a long stretch, and he's only going to get bigger and thicker. His old man was running the boundary there before, and he's a big man, dual premiership player at Corowa, and Corowa would love to keep hold of him because he's probably a pillar to their next premiership charge. He's a quality player, and his brothers, they're chalk and cheese. One's a giant, and one's, you can't say that M word, but the other's a shorter fella.
He's a much little.
I tell you one thing about Jordan Ayres, his second and third efforts are terrific.
Yeah,
he may on occasions make a mistake on his first play, but I tell you what,
he's on one leg, mate.
He is so good. But it's something I noticed in the first round as well. He is tenacious, and he doesn't give up on the play. One
thing I've noticed about the Albury Tigers is the way they're getting the ball to Matt Walker today is an absolute highlight of their game. Now, Matt Walker, he's not a Jacob Conlon. He is not a bust through a pack and take a hanger. He is a leading style of forward.
He's a classical forward, isn't he? Yeah.
He's a straight line runner.
He is, but that's why he's been playing very good football at the VFL level, because it's much more like the AFL, where you have precise pinpoint delivery. And as we've seen today, when he marks the ball within 40 metres, he's a dead-eye dick. He's a very good set shot for goal. The Albury Tigers have identified that, and now we're seeing what Matt Walker's been capable of. Now they're actually looking after him with the delivery.
Gee, his eyes would light up like dinner plates every time he sees Anthony Miles. Bobby, his delivery, 25, 30 metres every time, but he does not miss a target.
Yeah, that Gus has nailed it. Give him just a little bit of space to put a ball in front of him, and every forward you say, right, all I need is the ball in front of me, and I can work onto the ball. He's kicked 4 goals 2 to half time, and there's a bag full there waiting for him, and those two points he missed were very, very gettable as well. So Matty Walker should be sitting there thinking, right, more of the same. If I can find the space, the boys will hit it, and I've just got to finish off as best I can.
Rip Snorter at Bunton Park. North Albury lead by 2 points. 10-7-67 to the Alpine Saints. 10-5-65 at the main break. Josh Minogue has 3. Caden Winter, Nathan Dennis and Julian Hayes all with 2. Whilst for the Myrtleford Alpine Saints, Lockie Dale with 4 majors. 2 to Riley Bukar, and singles to a good spread of goal kickers. Brody Riccardi, Diesel Beatty, Ned Turner, Blake Coleman and Matt Munro. That's a really impressive game of football there in the halftime show here, thanks to Elders Rural. Gents, what are we expecting in the second half here at the Albury Sports Ground? I'm expecting the Rutherglen Roos to want to come out and play that same style of football, hunt the contest with numbers, but then take the next step in their challenge and hit the scoreboard.
I'd like to think that the Corowa will address their half forward issue that they're getting plenty of footy, and I'd like to think that they're seeing it similar to what we're seeing.
Do they bring Sam Dunson up the ground?
Possibly, yeah. Well, he's crying for more footy, crying out for more footy. I should not say crying out for more footy and more clean footy. Well, he might have to come up the ground and do a little bit more grunt work to help the boys out at half forward to get to get the ball moving and get it in deep forward, and maybe try someone quicker out of the forward 50. You know, maybe throw Joey Hansen up forward, or just throw a spanner in the works, or try give them a different look or a different target to hit what's working at the moment is not working. Whereas Albury, I think they'd like to tidy up their forward entries this quarter to the point where it was the same as a forward 50, where they had a lot more bang for buck and they had a lot of more clean footy and fast footy. So, yeah.
Yeah, 6 goals in the first term to the Albury Tigers, 2 in the second. I reckon they could put the foot down here, Gussie.
Well, I think the challenge is they have to. If the Albury Tigers are a team that want to get towards finals and they want to have a crack, I mean this with all due respect to Corowa Rutherglen, Albury have to come out and pump them. Mm-hmm. Yeah? There is no other way. They can't come out and say, geez, Corowa's pressure was good, or gee, Corowa were gallant. If these guys are a team that want to progress and play some good finals footy, they're going to have to get there. And something that's going to heavily influence the finals positioning this year might even be the final spot in the 5. Well, they've come off good old thing called percentage.
They've come off the back of 2 losses to 2 good sides. They need some confidence back, and they need to be running on top of the ground by the time this game's finished, so they're ready to hit the ground run next game.
Yeah, certainly. Plenty more to come, including a big third term on the other side of the break. The Elders Rule halftime show done and dusted on the other side, the third term on O&M Live. Well, you won't miss a thing.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Shaping lives through nursing? Building communities through community services? Maybe caring for animals through veterinary science? With GoTAFE by your side, you can make it happen. From agriculture, hospitality, health and wellbeing, trades and education, to hair and beauty or creative, learn real skills for real jobs and careers right now. With GoTAFE, you've got this. Search GoTAFE today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community. .0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton 0.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Albury Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
half price until half time is on in the locker room. Watch Friday night AFL footy action live on our big screen and get half price selected beers until half time. On now in the locker room at the SS&A.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
On 2AY.
Here we go for a big third term between the Tigers and the Roos and O&M Live with Luke Francis.
And Muller, big hit out of the ruck. There's Jordan Ayres sliding in. Powell's got him wrapped up. Miles goes. And the umpire again to take it. Yeah, so start of a third term here.
Did that quarter time, did that sneak up on us?
Yes, very quickly.
54 playing 9 if you just tuned in. And the Tigers in front.
Well,
snooze, you lose.
You won't miss a thing. We didn't miss a single thing.
Not here on O&M Live. There's McGrath. Ducks out of one, gets one on to Page. Left foot floating ball going in. And the mark is taken by Stephen Owen, the coach of the Roos, and he has it in their D50 at the Hume Street end.
Ayres, this is Ryan. Got a big pump up from Bobby J at halftime. Lowers the ice, finds Nathan Dunson, the ruckman, who goes short to Joe Hansen. Can we have Joe Hansen's 40 winks disposals, Bob?
That's 8 for the day for Joey.
Been swung around, has his magnet, half back, playing on Walker, then he played on the ball. Looks like he's starting at half back here, and he goes short to Sam Dunson, who's worked his way up the ground.
Nice.
So big Sam, right foot kick, long down the line, just not the right one. Muller, just sitting in the hole. He's playing a really good game today, he's Isaac Muller. Probably the best in the game, Bob, with that intercept mark across half back. He's probably the best ruckman at doing so in the O&M.
And that's a lesson young Ayres can learn. If he's going to play on ball today, just follow the well, he's actually doing the exact same thing now. He's just floating across half back now, young Ryan Ayres. So he's a smart learner.
There's a turned over. Sam Dunson's got it again.
Who's he kicking to, though, Luke?
Second touch here of a third term, Gus. So let's have a look.
There's six unmarked Tigers players inside the 50.
He's gone very wide. Ben Kelly reeled it in. He was able to take the mark. Goes with a lateral kick to Anthony Miles. How many now, Bobby, on the 40-wing stats?
19.
And then goes wide to Jake Page, adjacent for netball courts. 25-metre kick. Down the line for the Tigers to Packer. And then Packer, short. Duncan's got to go and makes it. Now here they go. They've got some room here. Back to Miles for 20 on the 40-wing stat sheet. Now Anthony goes short and just misses Powell. Fletcher Carroll backs up to Powell again. Good pressure from the Roos in the middle. And then Powell's brought down and he's gone. So here they go, the Roos through Longmire. And he thumps one in here. Botanic Gardens in. Hope. Good use of the body. Close to a push, but gets away with it, Bobby.
Good quick ball, turnover in the middle of the ground. You know, a little bit of fumbling there by the Albury Tigers in the middle of the ground, and a quick turnover, and Jed Longmire assessed the situation beautifully and played on it to advantage and kicked the ball in nice and deep into Darcy Hope, who's got sticky fingers now after copying a little bit of fierce criticism by the commentary box, and he looks good with his hands now from 25, 30 metres out.
And I just reckon that's the blueprint for Corowa. Get the ball and get it in quick.
Yep. Well, after the kick, I'll comment on it.
Yeah, here he goes, Darcy. So this would be a great start of a third term for the Roos. Can he get it? He pops it up. Well done, Darcy Hope. So the Roos get their second at the start of a third term. So 54 plays 15 on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard. NZ Albury time clock has gone 3.5 in the third, Bobby.
So stark contrast, as we just said there. Gus mentioned that the quick turnover in the middle of the ground and quick ball entry into the 50 for Corowa seems to work for them. In contrast, about 30 seconds prior to that, they had a ball 60, 70 metres out from goal, and there was 6 unmanned Albury Tigers players inside their D50, and it was a simple turnover. So the quick entry gives them better opportunities.
Hope kicks his first of the afternoon. And the Albury Tigers have a chance to respond instantly inside 50. Heiner Hennessy wrapped up in a double tackle. Cushit and Ryan Ayres will ball the football up with Jason Rain between the arc of 50 and the centre square, the southern end of the sports ground. Dunstan won the tap, fanballed forward, finds Longmire. He's getting a bit more of the footy, kicks inside 50. Hope once again. Well done, Lucas Conlon. Big spoiling fist. Hagen pursuit, trying to track down Umthank. Umthank got the hand of Page. Page got the ball back. Packer across half back for the Tigers finds McGrath. Looked very tight at the boundary line, but Isaac kept it in the field of play. Inboard, well done, Jordan Ayres. Got a crucial fist to interfere the run of Anthony Miles. Now the Roos regather. Chip kick over the top from Longmire. Sitting in the hole was Jansen. Got a fingertip in it. Did McGrath, and it was enough to say the clear entry for the Rutherglen Football Club. An elite body and paint player today. Some small pressure from the Albury Tigers.
Must be strong, Jake Gaynor. He picked up Jansen there. He's a solid boy. And put him into the ground. Here's Johnston, swung around. Miles, well done, good work to Powell in close. Then to McGrath, short one to Duncan. Here goes Mick, he's got some pace. Beautiful kick. Mark taken by Blomley.
That could have been bad.
Could have been car crash stuff, and then goes down the line. Good mark. Taken by Quaid. Arc of the 50 here. Ty, oh look at that. Picks up Max Byrne, running down from the back line, and Bobby, that was good footy.
Good change of direction. Good inside 50 on the far side, on the clubroom side, and then identified a vacant 50, and young Maxie Byrne drifted down from his wing and took a nice mark. You're looking about 35 metres out, directly in front type sort of setup. So, yeah, sharp movement by the Albury Tigers have given an opportunity here.
Nice, clean footy player is Max Byrne. And he pops this one up. Has he missed that one? No, he's got it through. Yep. Well done, Max Byrne. And the Tigers get their 9th goal here. 60 plays 15 on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard. Ends at Albury time clock. Has gone 6th third term, Gussie.
I reckon it's his first goal.
I think so.
Yeah.
They all got around him. Young fella coming through the system. So some good ball movement from the back half from a couple of unlikely young Packers. Good by foot. He was really good. Yeah. Also, Mickey Duncan's been clean by foot today. So the opportunity with a little bit more space. They're hitting a lot more targets than the previous week. Aubrey. They look good. They look sharp. And it's been a good game of footy, boys. It's been a real good game of footy.
Young Smudge McGrath playing a good game as well. Probably the most settled he's looked at senior level. Back live in the centre. Third term for Indigo Power. Longmire working hard for the Roos. Coming through was Gaynor. Muller's on hands and knees. Now Fletcher Carroll kicks inside 50. Cushit, this is Cade. Got some work to do. Gathers. But his handball went backwards trying to find Hanson, but they weren't on the same page. And the ball goes across for a boundary throw in 35 metres out from Tigers goal. So I hope you're enjoying today's coverage here on O&M Live. The Albury Tigers maintaining a strong lead here. 60-15. Inspirations Paint scoreboard.
14.94 2AY, O&M Live. Over the ball, guess who? Jake Gaynor weaves out to Fletcher Hart, then on to Blomley, tracking back. Just a quick one on the boot. Longmire going after it. Quaid after him. Out the ball comes to Hansen, whistle. There's a push, is it?
In the back.
Just a quick matchup change here. Max Byrne's gone to Darcy Hope, and Lucas Conlon staying deep on Tallarico.
Very good. So the Roos with it. Through Mild, and Brock goes down the line, and that kick out in front of Sam Dunstan, right of centre wing. On the flank here at the Albury Sports Ground, Bob Jackson, Gus McLeod and Luke Francis with you. Saturday afternoon footy in the O&M, round 10.
Friend of the family, Benny Tallarico, he'd be loving that matchup, won't he? He'd be taking that to...
Yeah, Lucas Conlon come and play on me. Muller got penalised for a throw / incorrect disposal. Call it what you like. It's going to go the way of Nathan Dunstan for the Roos, who's battling hard. He goes short to Brady Morton. Another 40 winks disposal for Brady. Upcoming, he got there in the nick of time. He kicks dangerously, but opportunistically he finds Longmire. The switch is on if he wants to use it. He does so now. Ryan Ayres. They're going to get the ball inside 50. Hopes the target on the lead. Good footy, Corowa.
Fantastic.
Great mark from Darcy Hope, Bob Jackson. Stretched out to the fullest and he raked it in.
Fantastic passage of play. Brady Morton took the gamble to kick the ball under the corridor to Jed Longmire. Longmire onto Ayres onto Darcy Hope. Fantastic passage of play. That's changing lanes and entry from a different side of the ground for your forward 50. And that's a blueprint that we spoke about at the halftime break. They need to change their lanes to get the Albury defence structure shifting across the ground and give an opportunity to have a shot at goal.
Been really good today, Darcy Hope. Just worked and worked for the Roos. This will test him. 50 metres out on a tight angle in front of the old score, or the old club rooms, I should say. It looks a pretty good kick, but it's just missed. Gave it every chance, Darcy Hope. Minor score, 2-4-16 to 9-6-60. The Albury Tigers lead the Roos on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard. Doing all the attacking in the first term, third term.
The only criticism I've got of Darcy Hope, I'd love to see him take some marks a bit more close to the goal, 30 to 40 metres out. That's the only criticism I've got of him at the moment.
Big kick from Ben Kelly out from the full-back position. Here they go, the Tigers. They've got out the back. Heine Hennessy short. Needed a bit more air in it. Walker has to go back and get it. Roos fighting away. Nice work. And they're brought to ground down there. It's tied up to Sharon. And the umpire's going to take it.
That was fantastic defensive work there by the Corowa guys. There was a change up in the... they had to shift opponents, and there was a check there that affected the kick going forward.
Carroll to Quaid. Jansen and Morton have got him. And he's tied up 35 out from goal. Hume Street end.
Got to be careful here, Cora. Elliot Powell's just lurking at the back of this stoppage. Hart, Fletcher took it out of the ruck, fed it back to Carroll. Carroll over the top to Gaynor. Spilled it before he had it. Bertram working hard now. Hansen got a kick. Got it on his shin in the nick of time. Page for the Tigers. Crunched by Cushit. Now Hansen goes to Darcy Hope. Working his way up the ground. Finds a bit of space. Goes to Scott Jansen. Jansen back to Hope on the last line of defence for the Rutherglen Footy Club. He goes to Hansen. They've done well not to turn over the football here, the Roos.
Great.
Well done by Hansen and Hope, I should say. Long down the line. Longmire was held. Duncan said it was fair. Umpire let it go. Brady Morton, Isaac Muller. Big crunching tackle. And umpire says, give it here, boys. I'll ball it up. Well done, the Roos. Got the ball from the last line of defence up to centre wing. And a stoppage in front of our broadcast position.
Yeah, great footy. Here goes Morton. And he thumps it in. Look at that for a kick. To Sam Dunstan, Bobby, that was nice.
Sorry, mate, I was just watching young Ayres. He got caught under Isaac Muller. Geez, they're tough, those Ayres boys. He's shaking off an ankle, working his way forward.
Now, one thing we know about Sam Dunstan, gents, he is a big kick of the football.
They're having a good few minutes here, the Roos, aren't they?
They certainly are.
Yeah. So Sam Dunstan virtually in the same spot that Darcy Hope was moments ago. Darcy just missed. So let's have a look at Sam.
I'll back him in for me.
Yeah, he is a lovely kick. Let's see how he strikes to Sharon. Botanic Gardens end. Will make contact from 50, broadcast side. Let's have a look. Here he goes, Sam. No, always left.
Gus.
And we built it up, didn't we?
Sorry, Sam. Sorry, Sam. That's I'll wear that one.
We built it up and
I'm just keeping an eye on Ryan. Just keeping an eye on Ryan Ayres. He had a bit of a twisted ankle sort of set up with Isaac Muller in the last ruck contest, and he's just shaking it off. Jesus, the gutsy, those Ayres boys. Gutsy.
They certainly are. For the Albury Tigers, it's Colby Heiner Hennessy flirting with danger, kicking in board to a contest. The Tigers had Carroll at the back of the pack, who fed the ball to Jake Gaynor, who used his right foot kick to bring the ball out to the broadcast side to Duncan. Duncan to Harry Cameron, a kick and a half from home in the Hart direction. Good mark from Fletcher. Up against Cade Cushit. And Fletcher Hart will kick 45, maybe 46 metres on about a 50-degree angle, Bobby. Jay will have a good view of this one.
Yeah, he's worked well to space there, Fletcher Hart. He done the hard yards, working laterally in the forward 50, and presented well to young Cameron, who's got a nice kick. He's had a few good passages to play today.
So he's Hart, right in front of our broadcast position. That's a beautiful kick of the Sharon. It's a sun-jammed goal today from Fletcher Hart. The big booming left boot struck it beautifully. And the Albury Tigers, they kicked their 10th goal on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard.
A little bit of left to right draw there for the left footer. Beautiful. I've not seen a bad left foot kicker. So that was that sounded beautiful off the foot. And hit the middle of the post. So Albury Tigers are a little bit against the tide, I suppose you could say. Corowa's had all the flow of the play so far this quarter, and that was very much against the passage of play.
Yeah, so they kicked 6 goals in the opening term, the Tigers, 2 in the second, and they've kicked 2 so far in the third term. And the Roos with 2 goals on the board, 1 to Jordan Ayres in the opening term, and 1 to Darcy Hope in this term. Young, out of trouble. There goes Jordan Ayres, and that's a tumbling ball going forward. Dunstan at the front. Kelly worked his way to the front. Well done to Lucas Collin, who ends up with it. Now he's coming out. Miles has got to make it. And he will now. Anthony's got position. Now watch this kick. Oh, look at that. Into Blomley. Fantastic. Will Blomley. 80 out. Goes inside. Walker. Good hands. Bobby, that's what you want to see.
That was a nice, strong, contested mark. Beautiful kick by Snipper Miles out in front of...
Blomley.
Blomley out in front. And contested mark is what your confidence sort of grows from. And Matty Walker, this is doing him no end of good today with the amount of marking he's taken today.
So he's kicked 4 majors, looking for 5, Matt.
Good view of this on the Snap Print Solutions TV, Luke.
Certainly is, Gussie. Good style of football, this guy. Look at that.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful. So the last 2 kicks from Fletcher Hart and Matt Walker, you wouldn't see 2 better kicks of the Sharon, Bobby.
We've had perfect views, boy. Like that, we've been right behind both. Fletcher Hart was a typical left to right draw from the left footer, and Matty Walker, well, that was straight as a die. That was a beautiful approach to the kick, and got the result from a great contested mark. And there's some really good signs there for the Albury Footy Club with Matty Walker to actually. Yeah, it's been some good contests. He's had some good opponents, and he hasn't had it all his own way. But geez, the delivery makes the world of difference for forwards who are down on confidence. So he'll be wrapped with. He'll be buying a few beers tonight for his midfield, I think.
Kicked 5 and a game high lead of 55 points to the Albury Tigers. Back in the centre at the 16-minute mark, thanks to NZ Albury, third term Inspirations Paint. Well done by Muller. Got the tap streaming off the back of the stoppage there. Spitting through was Carroll. Bertram hot on his heels. Anthony Miles back towards Powell. And on the left boot, Powell kicks up towards half forward. Harry Cameron didn't quite get the desirable bounce. Working hard here is Mild. Wrapped up in a big gang tackle. And we'll ball the footy up in front of the Sid Howard stand here at Tigerland. 55 metres out from goal.
What was Sid's claim to fame?
Couldn't tell you, but they named a grandstand after him. Good whack work there from Dunstan. Jansen cleared defensive lines up towards half forward. Hayes and Young, now Anthony Miles, back towards Hayes for the Albury Tigers. Finds a teammate in space, had to work hard, did McGrath. Pirouettes, runs to 45. McGrath can kick a Sunjan goal today.
If you don't mind.
He's kicked his second, and that's the best footy we've seen from Charlie McGrath in Tigers colours. A brilliant finish. The Tigers kicked 4 on the trot.
Good old-fashioned blind turn there. Outside 50, open goal, square goal. Snipper Miles has been very influential in this third quarter. He's had 7 touches already. We're only 15 minutes through the third quarter, so he's been heavily involved in Albury gaining control in this quarter, whereas the first half of this third quarter, Corowa would have been fair to say that had most of the passage of play and held the upper hand, but Albury have flicked the switch, so to speak, and that was off the back of Snipper Miles.
We'll go around the grounds to Mr. Stoves. Gussie, what do we got there?
Yeah, we've got a big game at North Albury and Myrtleford. 73 plays 66 as the Roos go into attack.
Yeah, Morton coming out of the middle. Sam Dunstan just beyond him. Darcy Hope gets it, swings around, gets it back to Sam Dunstan. Lucas Conlon got in his back. Just got it in his back, and I think that's the correct call, Bobby. You sound like you really agree with me there, Bobby.
To the letter of the law, yes, you're right.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, but I think you've got to pay it, Gussie.
Well, Sam Dunstan probably feels he's owed 1 or 2 from the second term.
Karma.
The footy gods do tend to take care of themselves. So he'll be looking for a better strike of the Sharon than his last set shot.
Well, you just need to be quiet here, Gus.
I'll just sit here and have my water.
No, you're right. You're going well. 78 plays 17 here. Tigers up. Albury Sports Ground. Let's have a look. Sam Dunstan, 40 out. Clubroom side, Botanic Gardens end misses, so that one's gone through for behind. So 78 plays 18 now on that Inspirations Paint scoreboard. NZ Albury time clock has gone 18 in the third. Here's Gus McLeod from McRae Motors on OMFNL Live.
Gee, I like this guy, Will Unthank, becoming a very good senior footballer, and so is Ayres. Well done, Ayres. Got poleaxed as he went down in that stoppage. Bertram taken to the ground by Hart. That's Fletcher. We'll have a stoppage right in front of our broadcast position. Bob Jackson, 40 wing stats. Give me some numbers that matter, my friend.
Anthony Miles has had 7 touches for this quarter. He's really stepped up the work rate through the middle, and he's dragged Fletcher Carroll along with him, who's had the 5 as we break away from play.
So Page, the recipient here for the Tigers, kicks towards Miles. Kick and a half from home. He's got Heiner Hennessy deep. Working hard is Morton and Heiner Hennessy. Heiner Hennessy just read it beautifully, and great vision from Anthony Miles. Cream rises to the top, and he'll give Colby a set shot 30 metres out.
That's Snipper Miles' 8th touch for the quarter, as I just mentioned there previously, and that's the Albury Tigers have also ramped up their inside 50s, and that's their 8th inside 50 for the quarter, and they're going for their 5th shot on goal for the quarter.
Been good today, Colby, without hitting the scoreboard too much, but he kicks his 2nd on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard. The Albury Tigers starting to kick away.
His game awareness, he gets out the back a lot, doesn't he, Bobby? He seems to be able to read the play and get out the back and be an option, Colby.
He's one of these hybrid players that can play a mid to tall forward role, and he can also float through the middle as well. And back when the side was stacked, you could throw him on a wing or a flank, and he can get away with and go under the guard.
Well, I think one of the reasons why he does get out the back so well is because he works so hard to work up the ground. When he goes back the other way, defenders are knackered.
Yeah, you got to watch him, Gussie. He does it a lot, and it's great from him. Okay, Nathan Dunstan in the ruck. Well done on the 2nd attempt to regather left foot. And then Marks came out. There's Unthank.
Dunstan's hurt his ankle, boys.
He looks proppy, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's Nathan Dunstan.
You'll be right. Shake it off.
So we've got a ball up here.
Good boy.
Just inside the fringe of the square here at the Botanic Gardens here.
Well, he should have done his ankle earlier. He smashed that tap inside 50. Hope got some work to do. Kelly read it better. Darcy Hope at the back of the pack for the Albury Tigers is Braden O'Hara. 3 versus 1, the Tigers versus the Roos. The Roos have done very well to cause a stoppage in front of the netball courts here at Tigerland. A big win in the A-grade netball. 2 big wins today. North Albury over the Alpine Saints. And, of course, the Roos over the Albury Tigers, thanks to Ray White Rural. James Brown and the team at Ray White Rural. As Albury have it with Longmire. Chip kick into the pocket. Mark's been taken, Darcy Hope. In fact, it's Jason Marks. So I put the goggles on. And Jason is going to have to kick this one. I'm going to say 45 metres tight angle.
Yeah, tough. Tough kick, Gussie. He would take his best.
The way Albury have set up here is they're eliminating the lead with a few, I guess you could say, spotters just sitting in the hole. Jason finds an option.
Beautiful.
Great vision to Darcy Hope. Really good kick from Jason Marks. He played that beautifully, and Darcy Hope will now have a set shot 45 metres out. Call it borderline directly in front, slightest of angles.
That was a fantastic kick. He was aiming to hit the top of the square in a one-step across the body dart, you could probably call it, to a perfect position where there was a window of opportunity. It wasn't a great window, but Darcy Hope was right there on Johnny on the spot.
Kicked one from this exact spot. And the 3rd minute mark of this term, Darcy Hope to the Botanic Gardens ends, strikes it beautifully, kicks his 2nd. Playing a really good game of footy is Darcy Hope. The Roos move to 3-6-24. The Albury Tigers 13-6-84. Inspirations Paint scoreboard. He's playing a very good role inside 50 is Darcy Hope.
He's been fantastic since quarter time, Gus. We had a bit of a go at the way he was marking the footy, or not marking the footy in that first quarter, to all of a sudden he's been very influential in that forward 50 and injecting himself into the game when needed be, and that's what senior players need to do, and he's been very, very good since quarter time.
Yeah, that's a double for Darcy. Muller, and down to O'Hara. Stolen by Longmire, on to Morton. Look at that. Into Sam Dunstan. So can they get a 2nd goal here within 30 seconds?
Haven't kicked 2 in a row all day. That's been their challenge. The Albury Tigers have always responded. Just quickly around the grounds, I can tell you that Julian Hayes has been taken from a stretcher with a concussion-based injury at Bunton Park. So only 12 minutes into the 2nd term, North Albury lead 80-66 on our sister station, 15-6-3-A.
Gee, what a big loss that'd be.
21 days as well.
Yeah, what a player he is, Julian Hayes. In the meantime, here goes Sam Dunstan. Strikes it from 48, Botanic's Gardens, no, got one through for one behind. So 84-25 here on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard. We're in the 3rd term. It's brought to you by Indigo Power. NZ Albury time clock has gone 23. Here's Gus McLeod from McRae Motors.
Anthony Miles been best on ground today for mine. Bob, I'm sure you'd agree with another 40 winks disposal with Gainer.
Yes, that's 20.
2 of them.
Yeah, that's 27 for Snipper Miles already, leading up to three-quarter time.
Unthank. As I mentioned earlier, I really like the rise in this youngster's form. Owen against Walker. Well done, Walker.
Played that well.
Played that very well. Just dropped his knee as Steve Allen went to tackle him. Too far to score. He's 85 from home, Matt Walker. Kicked a bag of 5 today, been Albury's best forward. He's going to kick a high up and under inside 50. Sitting in the hole, Cameron flew across the pack. Morton is on the last line of defence. He opts to leave the ball for Johnson. Johnson goes to Ayres. This is Ryan. Ryan's kick out of D50 is beautiful. And he finds Nicholson in the junction of defensive 50 and the boundary line.
Nicholson, broadcast side, short, back to Ryan Ayres. And Ryan sees what he likes. Right out in the club room side. Nathan Dunstan couldn't get to it. Here's Mac Lavis. Back into Nathan Dunstan. Ankle not too bad now. Good kick to Joe Hansen. True half-back flank, the Roos on that club room side. Joe, of course, spent the year at the Lavington Panthers in 2023 whilst the Roos were on recess. Great to see them back. Back to a 10-team comp in the O&M this year. To Nathan Dunstan. And he goes short into Cushit. Scored the most points they have all year last week versus the Panthers, the Roos, 11 goals 4. And now Steve Owen, the coach, goes back to Morton. So they've still got possession, Gus, but they haven't made any territory here.
9 rounds ago, Corowa would turn the ball over here. So whilst the scoreboard impact hasn't been great, they certainly have learnt a few lessons. Down the line, Muller's there for the Albury Tigers. He intercepts, kicks inboard. O'Hara was the target. Longmire intercepts. The switch is on. He finds Ayres. Ayres in the centre. Got to get around Gaynor. Did well to do so. Back towards Longmire. Centre of the Albury Sports Ground. This is Jed. Kicks inside 50. Hopes the target. Pushed under the ball by Conlon. Lucas Conlon done really well. Got the ball out to Unthank, who exits defensive 50 beautifully. And he finds Will Blomley. Over the top goes Blomley. Heiner Hennessy, the recipient. Handball over the top, and the siren beats a lot of them, Lukey. They were out.
That's it,
The Albury Tigers are beaten by the siren. Three-quarter time, Albury 13-6-84. The Albury Tigers, they lead the Roos 3-7-25 on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard. A big lead to the Albury Tigers, but the Roos are sticking fat. We'll bring you the final term on the other side of the break. Here on O&M Live, where you won't miss a thing.
What's your future look like? Where do you
Cavalier Home.
Shaping lives through nursing, building communities through community services, maybe caring for animals through veterinary science. With GoTAFE by your side, you can make it happen. From agriculture, hospitality, health and wellbeing, trades and education, to hair and beauty or creative, learn real skills for real jobs and careers right now. With GoTAFE, you've got this. Search GoTAFE today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community. .0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Albury Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
Half price until half time is on in the locker room. Watch Friday night AFL footy action live on our big screen and get half price selected beers until half time. On now in the locker room at the SS&A.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
.100% locally owned and operated.
O&M Live on 2AY.
You certainly are with O&M Live. Gus McLeod, Luke Francis, Bob Jackson with the O&M Live call team here at the Albury Sports Ground. Albury currently lead by 59 points at the main break. Bobby's just regathered his thoughts in the box after having a bit of a hiatus. Bobby, keen to hear your quarter's best. Thanks to McRae Motors. I think Anthony Miles would be a front runner.
Quarter's best was exactly right. Anthony Miles. He really got the Albury Footy Club moving in that second half of that quarter and had 9 touches for the quarter. While for the Corowa Rutherglen, I think Jet Longmire did exactly the same sort of thing. He sort of got the ball back through the corridor and presented a lot of good clean footy inside 50 for Darcy Hope to take a couple of marks inside 50 and also be influential, and also the big fella Dunstan and get involved in the play as well. So I'm a bit out of breath there, Lukey. I've done a bit of running.
Right, Bobby, good job, young man. Good
but
job.
The inside 50s that quarter were 9 to Albury and also 11 to Corowa. So they outnumbered as far as my stats are concerned inside 50. So they just need to capitalise on those opportunities, and they're not that far off the mark, to be honest.
Yeah. Gee, Darcy Hope's a strong unit, isn't he?
It just makes you wonder that if Corowa can keep a guy like Darcy Hope at the football club long term, and they continue to almost build a forward line around him. If he's playing at a Wangaratta or an Albury Tigers, he's probably kicked 30 or 40 goals this year. Yeah. Someone like a Darcy Hope, you can make the same case for someone like a Sam Dunstan, where he's not wrestling with 5 or 6 players every time they go inside 50. They've got some good talent, the Roos. They just got to find a way to get a bit more out of them.
My concern was a lot of their shots on goal, particularly big Sammy Dunstan, was a long way out from goal, like 40 to 50 metres outside goal. But once Darcy Hope got that ball inside 30 or 40 metres, he's a real dangerous player. And there's plenty of upside. And as you said, Gus, that the Longmire and the Ayres boys and Brady Morton, they're playing some quality football in passages, but it's just obviously not enough for a longer period of time.
So the fourth term's coming your way thanks to Phil Packer and the boys at Mac Jack Sheds. Quality steel protection. See Mac Jack Sheds on Wagga Road in Lavington. Bob Jackson, the 40 Wing Stats, doing some very good work for the Newmarket Hotel. Gus McLeod's my name, joined by Luke Francis with the McRae Motors O&M Live call team. And the big final term coming up here. Albury Tigers currently hold a 59-point lead.
Yeah, Gussie, 10 goals. And we've got the Stradbroke coming up in 4 or 5 minutes.
Who do we like?
Magic time.
I'm on the Stapati. We like the Stapati.
We like the Stapati.
Here's the fourth term. Hey, take it away.
Here we go. Muller clearly out of the ruck. Here's Gaynor. He's had a great game. Johansson with him. So too Marks. Umpire to take it again.
For what it's worth, I'm on Winks.
Bobby, you're 40 Winks. That's who you are for 40 Wing Stats. Hello to Tommy McGrath too.
What a man.
What a man.
Who are?
There goes Marks. Getting one forward. Unthank. Met it beautifully to Ben Kelly. And then Ben Kelly goes right out to the clubroom side. And then Page tried to get it in front of Young. Morton and Byrne go at it. Free kick given away here. And Young wins it for his Roos. Well done. So here goes Tom Gussie on the half-forward flank.
Going to kick inside 50. Hugging the boundary line, Sam Dunstan got pushed by Duncan. Umpire said it was fair. That's out of bounds for a boundary throw in 35 metres out from Corowa goal.
See, there's an example of what we spoke about at the three-quarter time break, Gus. That inside 50 could have been a little bit deeper and straighter at goal. Instead, it's on the junction of the 50 metre boundary line.
Just need to look at a few better angles, I think, Corowa. Maybe look to switch the ball, then go inside 50 as opposed to playing into Albury's hands and sitting in the hole. So another stoppage. We've played 90 seconds here. NZ Albury time clock in the fourth term. We're in attack at the southern end for the Corowa Footy Club. Jordan Ayres wrapped up in a tackle by Elliot Powell and Luke Francis and McRae Motor. See if you can find a clearance.
Rightio, Gussie. Bertram and Duncan going at it. And now there's a holding free kick.
To Sam Dunstan.
Yep. He's going to take it. So the man on the mark will be at about 40, I'd say. Bobby 38 to 40, and that's Anthony Miles. Sam Dunstan.
That was a ruck raffle free kick there, I think.
I think so. When Muller certainly had him in the wrestle, but you could almost say clever from Dunstan in a way. He knew it was coming, and the umpires have been paying that free kick 3 or 4 times today, Bobby.
Just let his legs go a little bit in there and make it easier to fall.
Yeah. Like we said, the footy gods might be returning the favours, Bobby.
So the margin at 59. This would bring it back to 53. Here goes Sam. 45 out. Has he got that one, Sam? Yes, he has. Yes, he has. So well done to Sam Dunstan, getting the first goal of the final term here. 84 plays 31 on the Wodonga Border Carpet scoreboard. NZ Albury time clock has gone 2.5 in the final term. Bob Jackson.
He was real happy about that. Bit of emotion there by big fella.
He's kicked 5 behinds today, so...
More than anything.
Yes, there you go.
One thing Corowa are playing with is still a lot of passion. Yeah. So they're celebrating every little win as it comes here. 53 points the margin is back to. Muller won the tap. Elliot Power got it from Anthony Miles. Who else? As the ball goes up towards half forward. Quaid overran the football. Lavis made an impact. Quaid threw it backwards.
Hello.
Now he did well to find the target, but he did it illegally.
That was a little bit of NFL centre work.
It was a little bit clever, I would like to think. Hansen, the captain for the Roos, called to play on, kicking to a 2-on-2. Hope and Miles. Miles, well held by Lucas Collin as the ball gets switched. Brady Morton intercepts the contest. Did he get taken high? Umpire said no. We'll ball the football up.
Yep. So the umpire to take it here. From the contest, goes with a long ball.
The kick was really clever from Longmire. He knew that Hope wasn't going to be able to lead. Probably the best fullback in the competition, Lucas Collin, under the ball. There's not much, a big defence.
The contest for Corowa, there was 2 or 3 Albury opponents on the other side, so they've got the best result possible, Corowa, with shot on goal.
He got up a little proppy, Darcy Hope.
After cramping the twos.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's a good kick off the boot.
There goes Darcy Hope.
Assisted him.
It might have too, might have blown it back this way. Gee, that's some fantastic comment.
Finds Michael Duncan. Been really good today, Michael. Of course, missed a bit of up to the equation as well. He's up there enjoying a few refreshments this afternoon as he kicks long down the line. Dunstan. Takes it across the chalk for a boundary throw-in. Just favouring true centre and half forward here for the Albury Tigers. 91.
And another stoppage over in front of the bar there. Handpiece, young
I'm
man.
going to go around the grounds after this stoppage for you, Luke.
For Mr. Stokes, he's got. Yes, umpire's going to let him off the hook. Bertram over there. Botanic Gardens end, on the clubroom side. Muller snaps it out of the ruck. Mile. And then Walker brought down a rule in the pocket. Who's going to get up? Is so deep in the pocket, Gussie. Botanic Gardens end on the far side.
For a minor score, Mr. Stove's pool wide around the grounds, 15-9-99. Darcy Hope marks for Corowa. I reckon it's probably been one of his better games today.
I was daydreaming, then I was just thinking about the North Albury game, to be honest.
Effect on people here, just teleported to different games.
I'm being honest, I was just thinking about what's going on.
Last 30
I'm
seconds
just thinking what
since
the outcomes can be there. Sorry.
There's going to be three.
Left foot heading in. Walker, massive shove out. Then Kyle. He's in trouble, and he's gone. Gone cold. And Matt Walker here, has he played on, has he?
He played on, I'm not sure who got the goal there.
And down there, West Indies style.
I think it was Heine Hennessy that actually kicked the goal.
Still looking back at the contest.
17 goals they have kicked, 17.
Fair to say, the last 3 or 4 minutes hasn't been our best broadcasting, lads. We've sort of just.
The teams are almost drifted off too. It's 98 plays 38 here.
He took all the words out of my mouth. I'll commentate the play now. Gaynor had his pants down. 75 metres from home is Fletch on the left boot to the Charlie McGrath, once again, he is playing the best game of senior footy.
Fat side.
Good user of the football, Fletcher Hart. His biggest problem's getting it.
Yep.
The Botanic Garden end, he kicks goal number 3. Now, he's a contender for our Tigers. Have seen him, Fletcher Hart, for the last, well, probably this whole season. He's impact, Bob, for the Newmarket.
He's playing a forward role today, and he's been a pinch hit. He played a lot of his football down back, so this might be another opportunity.
Here at the Albury Sports Ground, Tigers up by 50 points. So let's see if the Roos can get something here out of these final few minutes. Back in the middle. Let's see who can win the clearance. Nathan Dunson and Marla. Has come out and met it. O'Hara went off the ground. Muller.
Mr. Stowe's pull it around the grounds. The Dogs kicking away over the Dockers, 113-7.
True half-back flank for the Roos. Clubroom side here in the final. So Jordan, Tigers are and now into the true centre half back position. And coming at it was Haig. He's going to pick it up. Sam did so. Here's John O'Mahony. He gets a left foot down the line to Charlie McGrath, who just dropped that one. Bobby Jackson. What do you got, Bobby?
Just looking at Anthony Miles, just working away inside. Going inside 50. 3 marks out of those inside 50s.
Ayres tackle evades the second and gets the ball into Nicholson. Nicholson to Young. Young has fumbled. The Albury Tigers via Powell apply some good defensive pressure. 18 minutes behind us here at Tigerland. 99-78 North Albury. They
and Gus McLeod. Oh, here's Fletcher Carroll. I was going to say.
Indeed.
So there's Byrne to Miles and on to Fletcher Carroll. Ball to McGrath, just outside 50. Botanic Gardens end. Here goes Charlie. He goes on. Walker has a snap on the sticks. Deep from the pocket across. At the sports ground on the Wodonga Border Carpet scoreboard ends at Albury Tigers.
Last goal that we weren't sure about, boys. So he's got 7 for the day.
Good work.
Jansen goes to the coach in Owen. Going to kick long down the line. Darcy. For a boundary throw-in. North Albury have kicked the first goal of the close one at Bunton Park. And back here, it's the ball.
Tap down in front. Jansen. And then a high ball. Cameron trying to get Page. Oh, good effort. And they go back to Packer and then Packer. Flattered onto one thing. Out the back of the contest now. They're sharing it around to Carroll.
Done well there.
And on to Kelly. And then Kelly. Here goes Anthony Miles. Close to best on. Probably behind Matt Walker. There's Blomley. Couldn't take the mark. Laver spits one over his shoulder to Joe Hansen. Now Marks is on. Gets him. And here goes Jason. He's good by foot. Takes off. Right foot. That's a beauty. Nice one.
Talarico.
Here goes Ben. So he's the coach of the Corowa thirds. And the O&M thirds too, isn't he?
He is. Good kick to Dunstan.
Sam just couldn't quite reel that one in. Out the back, Byrne to one thing. And then a chip over the top. Oh, good strong contest there. Heine Hennessy, the meat and the sandwich. Out the back, Byrne. And then this one is going to be tied up inside 50, Hume Street and Clubroom side, Gussie.
Like that contest from Brady Morton, Bob. Late stage in the final term, still willing to throw himself into the contest.
Yeah, that's just it's character building for the rest of the group, knowing that one of your leaders is prepared to put his head over the ball late in the day.
Unthanked, streaming through the guts, but he
Too
ran
far.
too far. He ran too far, did Will Unthank, and he'll be penalised. The Roos will get the ball back on the edge of the centre circle. Bob for the Newmarket Hotel. They looked out.
They looked out, and a bit of space in the forward line for the Kangaroos.
Nicholson trying to find Hope. Hope wrestled Conlon and wrestled him illegally. Free kick to Lucas. He's finally on the receiving end of one of those frees. Just working himself back into some good footy is Lucas Conlon. Been a really good battle. Probably the matchup of the day has been Lucas Conlon on Darcy Hope. I reckon you could probably split the money between the two of those gentlemen. O'Hara goes laterally to Michael Duncan. Duncan through the centre of the sports ground. Low Chisler. Blomley marks for the Albury Tigers on the edge of the centre square. Just favouring true centre. Right foot kick inside 50. Good looking ball. Heine Hennessy.
Beautiful.
Bar Matt Walker, he has been the best forward on the ground today, I think, for mine. Cole behind Hennessy. He plays an unsung role, and he's lining up. I've got him down here for
2
goals. I thought it was more than that.
No, these things happen. It could be.
Because we weren't sure about that last goal. That's what we...
Correct.
There we go. He's going short.
Well, he's short, lowers the eyes, and that's a good one to McGrath. And McGrath, I've got him down for 3. I've got McGrath down for 3.
You smack on, mate.
So hopefully he can go back and slot this one. Really liked his game today, of course. I think Tommy McGrath will like his game as well from 40 Winks.
40 Winks.
Watching the young fella play a good game. In comes Smudge McGrath, Botanic Garden, and hooks it across the face for a minor score. 106 plays 38, Albury over the Roos, but all the carpet scoreboard. It's a bit of a sting out of this Mac Jack Shed's 4th term. Both sides probably looking for the bar.
Geez, Heidi looks a bit sore running off. He might have done a fetlock, old Heidi. He's no good.
Where is he?
Just here.
Oh, there he is. Might need to be reshot there, Bobby.
Chris Hyde, Aubrey Tigers legends, come hobbling off doing the run.
Yeah,
He's no good.
The farrier might go out and...
Not the sheets.
Yeah.
Don't get the curtain out.
No. Joe Hansen. Botanic Gardens end. He wants Nathan Dunstan, try to get rid of Fletcher Hart. He got his fist to it, and that ball's gone out of bounds. So the shadow being cast over the Albury Sports Ground. So the Tigers will pick up the points in this round 10 clash. They lead 106-38 over the Roos here, the Albury Sports Ground. Let's have a look. Boundary throw in. Fletcher Hart, Nathan Dunstan. Again, a beautifully roved shot at goal, and that is shut the gate stuff from Jake. He's been very good today. Super first half and closes it out with a goal here in the final term, Bobby.
He had a fantastic first quarter and a little bit quiet through the middle periods, but that was a beautiful boundaries throwing, crumbing goal from just outside 50 and ran to 40 and finished it off beautiful. That was a fantastic passage of ruck work / rover work inside the forward 50. You'd be very happy with that, Jakey. Finishing off the game strong. North
Albury running away for Mr. Stowe's Pool World, 17-9-1-1-1 over the Alpine Saints, 12-6-78. They'll go again, clear in the third. Dunstan won the tap. That was Nathan, but Gaynor read it nicely. Jordan Ayres handballed backwards off the pack to Joe Hansen, who's been gallant today for the Roos. He kicks up to half forward, and he finds Caleb Bertram. Over the top, Brady Morton. They look dangerous here, the Roos. Inside 50 to 2-on-2. Hope! Flew high. I actually think he collected Sam Dunstan, and it just went through his hands out the back for a boundary throw in about 20 metres out. And Bob Jackson, the Newmarket Hotel, Sam Dunstan looks to be a bit winded as his teammate got him with some friendly fire.
I think he copped one in the buttocks.
Oh dear.
He looks a bit proppy.
Yeah, I think Sam's thinking, what were you doing, man? We're playing for the same team.
Boundary throwing deep in the pocket, 25 gone for NZ.
Here we go. Nathan Dunstan. Burn. Gets one out. Oh, well done. As the Roos fire one back, that one's going to cross the face.
Good work from Brock Mild.
Yeah.
He's been impressive.
Mildy. So, on debut, you said, Gus?
Yes.
As Ben Kelly has it at the fullback position here. Hume straight end, Big Ben.
He's a booming kick, and he likes to go up the guts. Ben.
Yes.
And we like that. High up and under, looking at the back. McGrath, second bite of the cherry. Dunstan wrapped up a big tackle.
I think he had every right to claim that.
I reckon he did too. The Albury Tigers thought McGrath had a good piece of that. Hart and Dunstan, give it to Dunstan in the ruck. Off the back of the stoppage was the Roos via Young. Jesse Johnson was there. Now it's a go for Longmire, wrapped up in a big tackle. Got rid of the ball illegally. Umpire said it was fair. Power ran into Bertram. Big crunching tackle. And just keep an eye on Longmire here. He's a little bit slow to get up. Looks to be okay. So 26 gone in this final term as the sun starts to set over the Albury Sports Ground. It's getting a bit dark.
I was about to say, do we turn the lights on?
Ayres, big crunching tackle, will ball the footy up once again. So Albury are runaway victors here. They'll bounce back after 2 losses on the trot. 112-40. They lead here at the Sports Ground. Gaynor, give it to him as a 40 Winks disposal, Bobby, albeit all not that clean. Hansen off the back of the pack, kicks inside 50. Here's an opportunity for Youngs. Didn't get the sit now. Jansen snaps across his body, high up and under top of the goal square. Scott Jansen bounces opportunistically. Dunstan sells a bit of candy, throws it on the boot, high up and under, and he's missed. Just overcorrected a bit too much did the big full forward. Kicks his 6th behind of the afternoon, Big Sam. 2 goals, 6 for the big fella. Been vocal for the Tigers as Kelly will kick short from fullback and he finds Jake Gaynor. And I reckon the Albury Tigers are just starting to put a few of the big boys on ice. Miles is already off the ground. Here comes Elliot Powell.
McGrath finds Fletcher Carroll on the half-back flank. A 25-metre kick to Fletcher Hart. He's been pretty handy today, Fletcher. Right of centre wing on the far side. Down the line, picks up Byrne, good running. And then the Tigers go in. Marla, good hands. Very wide out, but he's taken the mark. So, tighter angle as it gets, Bobby.
He's right up hard against the fence out on the far side in front of the netball courts. So this will take every bit of his best.
So there the siren goes, and the Tigers 17-10, 1-12 lead the Roos 5-10-40. They'll get the points in this clash as Muller comes in. It would take his best effort, and that one's gone through for one behind. So the final score here at the Albury Sports Ground, the Tigers 17-11. 113 have defeated the Corowa Rutherglen Roos 5-10-40.
It wasn't pretty, Luke, from the Albury Tigers, but they found a way to get it done.
That's it, Gussie. That's right. So a professional win in the end. We thought the Tigers would be too strong coming in, and despite not having their full strength team in today, they've been far too good here on their home deck. So 113-40, the final score. Roos, good in patches. As you said, Darcy Hope playing very well today. Sam Dunstan, he would have liked to have tidied up his kicking in front of goals. Jed Longmire was strong.
I think Ryan Ayres was clearly the best player for the
terrific,
Roos.
Yep.
He's an absolute star.
He is. And Matt Walker picking up 7 in the end for the yellow and black. Anthony Miles, very good, and Jake Gaynor, as we said, had a terrific half. Faded out a little in the second half, but scored a terrific goal there in the final term too.
Yeah, certainly did. I reckon Bob Jackson will make his way down to the ground. He's done a fantastic job today, our man Bobby J. He's on the 40-wing stats. He's been riding the boundary for the Newmarket Hotel.
Yeah.
Bobby, we'll just test that microphone to make sure we got you down there, Bobby. There's a little button on the top of it, Bob. A little on the front of the microphone, Bobby, underneath the little mesh sack, mate. There's an on and off button.
Got me.
And I got you loud and clear there, mate.
Just had to press the on button, boys, didn't it?
Just the old turn it on trick, Bobby. But I'm just going to have can I guess one? I reckon it's one of the 3 players. Miles, Walker and Gaynor. Is the anytime fitness coming from one of those 3?
Yes.
There we go. We'll wait and see what Bobby comes up with as he makes his way downstairs to award our Anytime Fitness Player of the Day. I thought Anthony Miles was outstanding today.
Yeah, gee, he can hurt you so quickly, can't he? And like, he only kicks at 25, 30 metres most of the time, but he hits the target every single time.
And I think it's the way he gets the ball too.
Yeah.
I think is simply outstanding. Matt Walker kicked 7 goals today after only kicking 13 for the season. He played a fantastic game of footy.
How you going, mate?
It looks like he's our Anytime Fitness Player today, Bob, with a big bag of 7.
Yes, mate. I've got Matty Walker. 7 goals today, mate. Happy with the delivery from the midfielders today?
Yeah. I mean, it was a good. We're in the right direction, I guess. It was a good game to sort of start focusing on that. We've played every team now, so a bit of a reset for us midway through, and hopefully we can build on this now and start getting into some real nice form.
You had a bit of space there in the forward line to work with today, which helps with forwards that love taking marks and having shots on goal. So a little bit of space to work into made your job a little bit easier today.
Yeah. I mean, I'm probably just the finishing piece to it, but that's all the younger boys like Smudge, Cheese. They do all the hard work and put those blocks on for you. It really helps, and a bit of space is good. The boys trust me to take the marks and kick the goal. So yeah, it's good.
So a week off, mate. What's next week got planned for you?
Yeah, I'm travelling down each week, so I'll probably stay out of the car this weekend and enjoy just relaxing a bit and get back into it against Raiders.
Rest the hamstrings a little bit, mate. Well done. Congratulations and enjoy the team song, mate.
Awesome, thank you, mate.
Bob Jackson with Matt Walker, our Anytime Fitness Player of the Day. Of just kill Bobby's microphone there I have so he can get a photo of Matty Walker, who kicked a big bag of 7 today.
Well, Gus McLeod, you called this in the pre-game. You said this will be the game that Matt Walker can look to get himself back into form and really get his hands on the footy and maybe kick a bag today. So he ends up with 7.
Steve Owen's addressing the troops for Corowa. They're still on the ground. What do you reckon Steve's message is at present?
Well, there's a lot of positives to take out of the game. The 113 to 40. Look, they've kicked 5 goals 10.
Yeah.
They probably missed probably 4 very gettable shots, if not 5.
And they were having some shots from range, but if that scoreboard reads something more like an 8 goals 7 or a 9 goals 6, it's a much closer game of football.
We're just talking about another link-up player or a marking player in their team. You got Darcy Hope, you had Sam Dunstan, and Ryan Ayres, as we know, you can put him anywhere. He's a terrific swingman. But just one more, Gussie. And
love another big man.
Oh, just one more. I know every club would love another marking player, but just one more on that Roos team, and you could have probably put another 4 or 5 goals on the board.
Cole behind a Hennessy.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, great name.
You put him in there and
he
goes
that's it.
Very well. So Bobby J's just following the Tigers into the rooms, and we'll try and catch up with Bob and bring you the song here on O&M Live. What need Bobby just to turn that mic back on. I reckon he's hit the off button. Now we're back.
There we go.
There we're back.
Here we go.
And we're making our way into the rooms. We'll see if we can pick up the song. Here we go.
Oh. Bobby.
No, I reckon we've lost him down there in Tigerland. We'll take a break here on O&M Live. Plenty more to come, including the post-game interviews here on O&M Live, where you won't miss a thing.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Shaping lives through nursing? Building communities through community? What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Shaping lives through nursing? Building communities through community services? Maybe caring for animals through veterinary science? With GoTAFE by your side, you can make it happen. From agriculture, hospitality, health and wellbeing, trades and education, to hair and beauty or creative, learn real skills for real jobs and careers right now. With GoTAFE, you've got this. Search GoTAFE today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community. .0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Albury Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
half price until half time is on in the locker room. Watch Friday night AFL footy action live on our big screen and get half price selected beers until half time. On now in the locker room at the SS&A.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.